Hey guys, brand new podcast, and you're going to love it. Today's guest, wait, I'm on tour. I'm on tour right now in Montgomery, Alabama, Augusta, Georgia, Charlottesville, West Virginia, Charleston, North Carolina, Atlanta, Georgia. That's my first week on tour. And then we pick it back up the very next week in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Green Bay, Wisconsin, Peoria, Illinois. I know all these by heart, Halls, and you don't need to scroll. You know, that's how my brain works. I did a promo video. Maybe you saw it. But if I map things out, I fucking 48 years old, and I find out that if I map things out, I can remember them. As I tell you my tour dates, I'm just doing it based on me getting the bus and where I drive to where I go like this. It's fucking bizarre. Sioux City, then we go to Austin, and then we go to Tampa, and then from Tampa to Orlando, Orlando to Tallahassee, Tallahassee to Jacksonville, Jacksonville to Hollywood, Hollywood to Fort Myers, Fort Myers to DC, DC to Boston, Boston to New York, back to Boston. It's fucking bizarre. Watch this. I want to say it's, tell me if I'm right. I'm St. Louis.
Yes.
Chicago, Detroit, Milwaukee. And then I think it's Minneapolis at the Orpheum.
Yep.
And then Rockford, Illinois, Cleveland, Ohio, Austin, Texas, Sugar Land, Grand Prairie, New Orleans, and then back to Texas, Abilene, El Paso, Phoenix, 2 shows in Redding, Redding, Sacramento, Anaheim, 3 shows in Anaheim, 2 shows in Bethlehem, and then I close out this tour, this first leg, New Year's Eve at the Met in Philadelphia. Isn't that bizarre?
Damn.
I wish I had done this earlier in life. I found this out. This is a great podcast. I just want to share this with you. Because if you have to memorize stuff, you have a hard time memorizing stuff. This is what happened is when I was young and I auditioned, I could never memorize lines. I had the hardest time memorizing lines. But what it was, I was memorizing them on a blank canvas. All I was memorizing was the page itself. I was memorizing the page, and I realized when I went to Serbia and I did the machine that when I would think about my lines when we were doing rehearsals and try to memorize them, I was actually thinking of the actual page and the indentations. I go, you know that paragraph that looks like this? Isn't that crazy?
Very visual.
And I was really afraid I wasn't going to remember my lines. And then the very first day we blocked a scene and I went, oh, this is like a map. And I know that I did a post all about this, but I want to go into detail because it wasn't until I was 48 that I realized I could memorize stuff by just putting it on a visual map and just going, it goes to this, to this, to this, to this, and then just drawing the map. By the way, I don't know where Cedar Rapids is. I know that Cedar Rapids is here. I know that Green Bay is here. I know Peoria. I think Peoria is just outside Chicago, but I don't know that. And I really don't know where Sioux City is. I think the map would go here to here to here to here, but I have no fucking idea. It doesn't matter. The map is the tool to get you to remember the things. And now I can memorize like crazy. So I used to have a hard time with credit card numbers, and now I can memorize credit card numbers. It's like fucking changed my life. And it took me 48 years. So I'm sharing this with you. If you have a child that has a hard time memorizing, like myself, all growing up, I never could memorize anything. Maybe find this. I'm sure this is a technique online because I didn't discover it on my own. I mean, I did discover it on my own, but I'm certain that someone else has already thought this out. Or at least a visual way to memorize. But it's fucking amazing. Regardless, find me on tour. That was my point. Those are my tour dates. Go to bertbertbert.com. And that's my memory technique. I hope it's I hope you're having a great time. I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're feeling good about yourself. I hope you are drinking this morning because this is a hard drinking podcast. I'm certain you will notice a ton of indiscrepancies in this podcast because we get inarguably blackout drunk at 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
At 10 in the morning. I start off with a prank. I hope that's still in there. And then we tell some off-color jokes that don't make us laugh. Hopefully we're going to edit 1 or 2 of those. I don't know what we're going to edit out. And then Shane's like, hey man, can I have a drink? And I was like, fuck yeah. And we start putting them back. By the way, he was on his way to go do Corolla. The whole point of Shane doing my podcast is I've had Shane on the podcast before. I love Shane. I've known Shane for a long time. We talk, I don't even know if we talk about the SNL thing. So if you're looking for the SNL thing, it's not here.
It's here.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, it's here. We talk about it. It's not something that I'm super curious about. It is a reckless talking podcast. So if you enjoy, I know why I had him on. Shane has a special on YouTube. It's live in Austin, full special. Shane Gillis. You can find it on YouTube. Go watch it. More importantly, watch it. If you enjoy it, share it. Tell your friends about it. That word of mouth really helps. He's on tour. He's doing clubs. So go support live comedy. Find Shane. Go see one of his shows. And I hope you find him absolutely hilarious on this podcast today. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, my buddy, Shane Gillis. All right, let's play a prank on Shane, who's probably never heard this song. And when he walks in, I'm going to be playing it. And tell him I was just messing around and just write songs like every now and then.
He's probably heard
I bet he hasn't. Yeah.
Andrew said he's coming in with him right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama. Okay, here we go. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey. All right, prank on Shane starts right. I've got to stop this. My arm is actually hurting.
You got a time limit on that.
Yeah, I have a time limit on this. All right. So when we hear the door open, prank on Shane Gillis starts. We should probably get rid of the screen, huh?
I can hide it.
You can hide it? Okay. Yeah. Okay, by the way, I'm nervous. I don't like pranks.
It's not even a prank.
It's a kind of a prank. By the way, what the real prank would be if I played one of my songs that I wrote, like Mississippi Lickin. Mississippi Lickin. Mama took me and my brother down to the woods in North Carolina. Said to me, I done baby boy, and I said I'm all time. And brother said this is running down to the edge of town. And mama found out and then said run down to the holler, grab your stick and come back really quick for that Mississippi Lickin.
Mississippi Lickin.
Oh, God damn it. My fucking hand's hurting so bad. Do you think I'll get signed? Do you think that anyone will be like, I'd do a fucking album with Bert? He can't. I bet if I get him in there, do some fucking tighten up his vocals, exercise chords, you guys can sell an album, right?
I think
of originally written songs by Bert Kreischer.
Jeremiah did it.
Did he?
Jeremiah.
Oh, that's right. He did. I ended up promoting that album.
Yep. I remember one time we were thinking about doing a song called Tito's and Speedos.
Tito's and Speedos. How does it go?
I don't know.
Well, I only know a few chords. So.
There you go.
Wait. Okay, you ready? Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. What's up? I just wrote this song. What do you tell me what you think? Okay. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. What do you think?
Fucking gay.
It's a song.
You're good. I know it's a real song.
Oh, God damn it. So I was like, I wonder if he'll know we're rolling. I was like, I wonder if he'll know that it's a real song.
Yeah.
And then he'll come in and be like, God damn it, that's good.
You're very good though.
I'm a pretty good. I'm actually an okay guitar player. I was in a band in college.
Singing leaves a little to be desired.
Fuck. That's the part. I was a front man when in college.
I'm joking.
No, I'm well aware my singing needs.
Trying to be mean.
You know what's so funny? I'm shaking nervous from doing that prank.
Really?
Yeah, I am not good at pranks. I could not do prank shows. I am shaking nervous.
Why?
I have no idea.
You think it's going to go bad? Like I was going to Belushi and just smash it?
I don't like like in movies,
Yeah.
when there's a guy lying in a movie and then everyone brings him in, I turn it off.
Yeah.
I actually fast forward through it and go, I'm done watching this movie. Like when someone's about to get caught doing something, I just can't watch it. I had a hard time. I can't lie. Like if I can stretch the truth, I can make a story bigger. That's what I do for a fucking living. But like a legit lie,
Yeah.
oh, I'm bad.
Really?
Like a real lie, meaning like
I was just telling my friend about that. I was like, I'm not a bad liar, but there's been a couple of times in my life where I've lied where it's been like, I was so bad at lying. Like, so when I tried to lie, I was like, no.
Oh,
like, it was like one of those blatant, like, what?
I
No.
blink aggressively when I lie. Oh, by the way, I loved your special.
This is another prank, dude. You're full of pranks.
I'm shaking again. By the way, did you see how quick I did that?
Yeah.
I did it so quick because I thought of the joke in the middle, and then I was like, oh, that'd be funny. But I sincerely loved your special.
Thank you very much.
I sincerely loved your special.
You liked the Special Olympics joke like 2 years ago.
I've talked about that so often. I want to get back to talking about lying because I am shaking right now. But I want to talk about your special up front because I know what people listen to this. And I loved how you started your special. I'm a connoisseur of specials, meaning I'm hyper aware of how it's presented to the viewer.
Yeah.
Because I think subconsciously people go literally watch a special like Caesar and go, nope.
Yeah, like in the first minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that you just started your thing off with a joke.
Thank you.
I loved it. It was such a great way to just get me going. Just go. No, very similar to the late and great Norm Macdonald, Hitler's dog.
Yeah.
Starts me with a joke.
Yeah.
And then the thing's in and you're in. And then next thing you know, and this is the brilliance of that with Norms especially, next thing you know, you are 15 minutes into watching a special and didn't realize it's even started.
Yeah, that was all the guys who made the special.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I had some input, but yeah.
Yeah. Didn't know.
McKeever and a bunch of guys helped me make it. John McKeever, he's the guy who does the sketches with me.
Oh, which one? Is he the one that looks like he's really from fucking Pennsylvania?
He doesn't act in a lot of them, which is crazy.
So
he's in the cop sketch. He's the other cop. His name's John McKeever. He's like one of the more talented guys in comedy, and he's the man.
Yeah, that's the guy. He's really fucking Pennsylvania.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he's fucking great. Dude, I want to talk to you about the Gilly and
McKeever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
How did I not know that was the two names? I didn't even recognize you as Gilly.
Yeah. Gillis and McKeever.
Oh my God. So, but let's talk about the special.
Sure.
I fucking loved it. I really loved it. It was very loose. It felt like you were at a club. You didn't feel like you needed to be
Wasn't
married.
Polished.
No, it wasn't. But at the same time, it was like watching stand-up the way you'd watch stand-up. Did you intend it to look like that?
Yeah, he did. McKeever wanted it like that. Like he filmed those clips I put out, the Special Olympics joke where it's like from the crowd a little and like intimate. And that was his idea. And he did it. It was good. I was happy with it.
That was one of my favorite. I was just talking to Mark Norman. My favorite thing to do is to sit around with comics and talk about other people's material that they like.
Yeah.
Like when comics are like, oh, have you heard
good joke.
One of the best ones to do is what's the guy's friends with Stanhope? Looks like a fucking wild man.
Every one of his friends?
No, not Sam Talent's one of them, but
there's Walsh, there's Andy Andrus.
No, newer. He's newer. He's younger than everyone else.
Oh, I don't know.
He's younger. God damn it. He's got a great Holocaust joke.
Nice. How's it go?
I don't want to steal his material.
I hear you.
I wish I could find it. I'd just play his material on here. He's got long hair. I want to say he's Native American, but he's not.
Luis,
Junior Stopka.
Yes. Yeah.
Junior Stopka has a great, type in Junior Stopka Holocaust joke and see if we can find it. It is
nothing like a good Holocaust joke.
It's one of look.
They're
it's
great.
The thing is, the reason it's so funny is my daughters were like,
2 L's in Holocaust.
2 L's. Yeah, we're not going to find it. But my daughter said there's no such thing as a funny Holocaust joke. And I was like, hey, you can't do that. I actually got into a fight with them about it. And I was like, you can't do that. And they were like, Dad, it's not funny. And I was like, no, everything's funny. Like, you can find a way to make everything funny. Yeah. Rosebud Baker's got a great miscarriage joke. Like, everything is fucking funny. That's Junior Stopka. And his joke is fucking awesome. And I don't want to tell it and fuck it up and do it wrong. And then him to be like, that's actually, because I've done that before. But okay, stop scrolling because I'm going to just look at the TV. But that was when we were saying, we used your Special Olympics joke. We told it again. But it was my favorite thing. We woke up on the tour bus. I think Andrew, my cousin, was like, we were talking about words you can't say and ways to get away around it. And Andrew just goes, oh my God, have you seen Shane Gillis's Special Olympics joke? And I was like, no. He was like, it's fucking awesome. And I was like, shut up. What is it? And he goes, I'll tell it to you. And he kind of started telling me, he goes, let's just find it. And then we found it. And I think you had just put it out. Yeah. And we were like, oh my God. And it's like my favorite thing to do, but it's hard. Yeah. It's really hard to be able to write jokes so people can tell them back to other people. Definitely.
It's also hard to like work on that, like that type of joke. Like that takes a lot of like bad sets.
You feel like you're doing Rogan again.
Yeah. Huh? I thought it was funny.
You really thought that?
Yeah,
you really thought that?
What?
That was one of my favorite. That's like when Joe doesn't get a joke is almost better than it's actually better than when he gets a joke.
Yeah,
like because I've told him so many jokes that he goes, "Why would you think that?" Like, I'm just telling you.
It's like, well, I don't think that. It's funny to say you think that.
Yeah. But there was another one. I don't feel that way.
There's another one in that Rogan thing that nobody caught, or maybe they took it out. I didn't watch it, but there was one where I was like, we were talking about the Night Stalker. Did you watch that on Netflix?
Oh yeah.
There was a part where the Night Stalker like broke into there was 2 old sisters.
Yeah.
That were like 88 years old. And the Night Stalker broke in like the mid-afternoon and killed them with a hammer. And I was like, it's funny. And he was like, he was like, there's nothing funny about that. And I was like, well, that's kind of why it's funny. There's literally zero funny.
It's the best because Joe does have a great sense of humor,
of course,
but he is on such a different wavelength at times where he is. I think sometimes he's distracted or he's thinking about a million things even while you're talking to him sometimes. And but those are my favorite. Those are easily my favorite. Yeah. Is that when you said, and I just figured I'll just go on Rogan, and he was like, why would you think that? Oh, that's so great. That's, by the way, that's Joe. That's Joe. That's so Joe.
Yeah.
I remember saying one time, I was like, this is an early appearance, and I was like, I don't know. I have a joke about the UFC. I don't think you like it. You'd like it. And he goes, why wouldn't I like it? And I go, I wouldn't think you'd like it. And he goes, tell it to me. And so I go, I think the UFC should change the rules, and the match is over when the other guy fucks the other guy in the ass. And he goes, why? And I go, and I'm already like, this is going horribly. And he goes, and I go, well, I don't know. How hard would you fight if your asshole was on the line? I think the fights would be better. And he goes, yeah, that's a great joke. And I was like, but you're not laughing.
Yeah.
Like when you said why in the middle, I already feel
why.
Yeah, I go. And he goes, it's a good joke. I like that joke. Why wouldn't I like that joke? And I go, and then in my head, I'm like, it's not done. I still have more to it, but I'm not telling it.
Yeah. It's also funny to be like, well, why do you think I wouldn't like that?
Yeah.
It's like, well.
And I'm like, I don't know. Just because you're a commentator for UFC and you might see that. And then I remember one time I was like,
hold on, wait, can we go back to what was yours that you didn't want to say?
Oh, yeah.
All right, sorry.
So,
because I got mine.
Yeah.
So please. Please do a Black Lives Matter joke.
Black Lives Matter. I said that the world's changing. And I think I'm being honest, and this is going to go so poorly. I think it's our responsibility, especially as white people, to just listen right now as much as we can and not say anything. And for my part, I've been watching a lot of Wild and Out. And it didn't end there.
Going.
Oh, it didn't end there.
Keep going.
I go, and personally, if you watch enough Wild 'N Out, you realize it's better when the white guy doesn't talk.
That's a nice. That's like a nice ending, though. It's not like
Nick Cannon comes out anti-Semitic the week I write. I'm doing it, and I'm like, God. And so now all of a sudden, it's just the tone has changed.
Sure.
And I'm like, fucking.
You could probably do that now.
No. Now I know one of the guys, Carlos Miller, really well. Not really well, but I text with him all the time. I'm trying to get him to get me a car. And
Yeah.
so I don't know if you know the 85 South show. Have you ever seen, dude? There needs to be you want to break down racial barriers in this country, and this is a real thought for a second. This is a real thought.
Yeah.
We need to start mixing our podcasts because we got so many white guy podcasts and there are so many straight up black dude podcasts. We need to start like cross-pollinating so that our audiences who all get comedy realize, oh, there's like, I guarantee you, Carlos Miller, DC Young Fly, and Chico Bean would fucking love you. They're stand-ups. They're just stand-ups. Like,
yeah.
I mean, they do more. They're all actors. They have, I mean, Carlos is like fucking, I think he's like a entrepreneur, but they're all comics, right? They're just comics. And if they saw your comedy, they'd be like, you're funny as fuck. So then you go and do their show, and then their show is when they do like arenas right now. But it's
really?
all dude.
Man.
They are so fucking big. 85, I've talked about them so much, but their show is so good. You just go smoke a blunt. It's in Atlanta. Smoke a blunt, maybe have a drink, just talk shit. Just talk shit. And it's very casual. Like the first, there's so many really great podcasts out there. And I'm Black Dude Podcast. T-Pain's got a podcast. Black Dude Podcast is like, but it's a genre. I mean, it really is. And I think that's the way. What we should do is start switching over and introducing our fans to them, their fans to us.
You want to mix regular podcasts and Black Dude podcasts.
Yeah, I didn't say regular.
Normal, regular, and Black Dude.
But by the way, you know how much money we can make if we shared our advertisings? If they're like, black guys shave their balls too. I haven't heard of
What other ads would they run?
This is going to turn into a bit gone sideways. So,
what are some other ads you would guess?
Did you ever listen to ads on hip hop stations?
No.
I'm a big hip hop station guy, right?
We didn't I was in Mechanicsburg when I was listening to the radio. We had no hip hop.
All the ads are like, do you need a bail bondsman? And you're like, what the fuck? Like, swear to God, those are the ads.
Have you heard them now where they're like, man, are you tired of not getting the vaccine? Man, homie, I'm getting the vaccine, dog. It's like, it's the most disgusting.
Oh, is that real?
Yeah.
That's real?
Dude, they run ads targeted at black people that are like the most pandering, horrible.
Are you serious?
Bad. Yes.
So wait, how many people in your family didn't get the vaccine?
I think they all did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, who's not getting it?
I wasn't.
You weren't?
Yeah.
For real?
I was the one person in my family that was
Really?
like, I don't think I'm going to get it.
Really?
Well, I had gotten COVID. I'd already gotten it.
And so you're like,
so I was like, I don't really need it. And then once I hit,
how bad was your COVID?
Not bad. I got lucky.
Yeah.
But it was, yeah. And then as soon as I had to do it, I was just being lazy. It wasn't like I was doing the road. I didn't feel like getting sick for 2 days or whatever the vaccine could have done.
Yeah.
Which it didn't. I was fine. But yeah, then once the Comedy Cellar like required it, I was like, all right, I'll get it. That was it.
It's interesting because you talk to, it's funny, the people that aren't getting vaccinated here are the liberals.
Really?
Yeah. It's the same people that don't vaccinate their children. Really, really liberal moms who have a goat and milk their own goat and eat organic.
Well, that's who was like the original anti-vaxxer.
Yeah.
It was like the hippie yoga lady.
Yeah. Oh, and they're still not getting vaxxed.
Sure.
And it's funny to sit with a mom at a dinner table and her to say, no, I'm not getting vaxxed and my kids aren't getting vaccinated. And you just sit there and go, so you voted for Trump? And she's like, no. And you go, well, hold on. What's your politics? And because how do you guys see eye to eye? How do the hardcore, like far right and this hardcore far left all of a sudden see eye to eye on vaccines?
I don't know. That's interesting.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's like, it's funny to see like white, like militia dudes and black dudes like fuck that.
Yeah.
It's like, nice, dude. That's the unity we need.
That is crazy, is that maybe this vaccine will bring this country together. And then all us sheep in the middle who just got it day one. I was like, I got it so early, I was afraid to tell people I got it.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got it in 2019.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
Wait. I was like, wait. Yeah, it took me a second.
No,
I look like an idiot.
Did your sister get the vaccine?
Yes. Actually, I don't know if she did. She was going through like chemo.
Yeah. Chemo, cancer,
Yeah, and heroin. But she's done with
COVID.
heroin
And COVID.
and COVID. Yeah, she hit the Holy Trinity.
Your family seems to me like you are the white people that they make documentaries on in HBO.
No, it's really I'm from like a nice neighborhood. It's suburban.
Really?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's not.
When you describe your sister, it's great comics can describe someone with a piece of clothing and you know the person.
Yeah.
When you were like Heinz Ward jersey and pajama pants, I was like, I have seen that. I know that person. I've seen them at Wawa's. You know them.
Yes, that's truly
Holds their cigarettes in their hand and their cell phone in
all
one
of
hand.
Pittsburgh. The second you go west of where I'm from, Harrisburg, it's just Steelers jerseys and pajama pants.
God.
And like Zubaz pants, like the ones that are like.
I have them in this room.
Oh really? Yeah, it's just that.
Austin, can you grab my Zubaz pants? They're right there. They're right. Wait, when you walk in, you'll take a right.
What are they? Rams?
They're fucking badass. No, they're this way, bud. In the gym. They're fucking badass.
You have a gym?
Yeah. Want to come work out? I have my therapist fucking hurt my arm.
What happened to your arm?
For you.
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah. Florida
Seminoles.
State. Yeah.
Oh, I was just down there.
Yeah, I know. We FaceTime.
Yeah. I was a little banged up.
I was gonna wear them for the podcast, but my wife said my wife made me change for this.
Really?
Yeah, she was like, don't you look like you're comfortable, but everyone, it looks like you just got out of bed. And I go, I did.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, I know, but not everyone's gonna be watching this when they just got out of bed.
Yeah.
And she goes, and I bet Shane didn't just get out of bed.
I did. And this is the first one I've worn pants on. I've done so many fucking podcasts. I'm done.
Really?
Yeah, I've done
Trying to promote the special?
every podcast, which was a mistake.
No, it's not a mistake. Did you do Rogan to promote the special?
No, I did Rogan right after I recorded the special, and I was in
Okay.
Austin. But yeah, I didn't get to promote it.
Yeah. Who have you done? You did.
I did.
Did you do Marin?
No.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one. You'd have to do.
I'm done.
All he'd want to talk about is the SNL show.
Yeah. Well, that's all I've done.
Because
For the
Are you
last 10
serious?
days, I've just gone around and been like, no,
how have we not
Lauren's
all-
fine. That's it.
how have we not all? Everyone's past that.
Well, a lot of these, I'm meeting these people for the first time, and that's the only thing they know about me. Most of the comics I've done, I've met them for the first time.
Really?
Yeah, like Sickler, I didn't know.
He's great.
He's awesome.
His
Yeah,
podcast
yeah.
is
His
so
was good, dude.
Yeah, Honeydew.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
a really
yeah.
good. I'm good with like a hang and fucking around
Sure.
and busting balls.
His was more like,
His is a good interview.
how about some trauma in your life? I was like, all right, man, take it easy.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's almost like he calls your childhood friends.
Yeah, it's rough.
So Sickler.
I did Tiger Belly.
Okay, that's
This
fun.
is great.
Yeah.
Bobby's fucking, he's a lunatic. Dude.
He is a fucking lunatic. He is a real lunatic.
I did his show in Brea.
How great is his girlfriend?
She's wild.
Fucking,
She's talking about having like lice and how she liked having lice.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh my God, dude, this is disgusting. I did his show in Brea, and then he drove me back to LA.
Yeah.
And he was like, we got lost for 45 minutes from Brea to LA without leaving near the Improv where we were.
Really?
Like it finally, when I noticed, I was like,
Bobby
I
was
looked-
driving?
Yeah. It was, yeah.
I don't know if
While
I
he
get
was
by. I don't
driving, he
know
was
if
like,
I-
I've been in several severe accidents.
he just doesn't have the focus.
Don't tell me this.
He doesn't have the focus to get behind the wheel. I can't. Shocked they gave him a drive. Wait, he can see over the wheel?
Yeah, it was wild. He's a bad
Would you just see
driver. He's a-
knuckles,
yeah.
knuckles and hair?
I don't want to attribute it to anything, but he is a bad driver.
It's his height.
Yeah. It's like
So you did Tiger Belly, Sickler,
Santino's,
Santino's is great.
Fighter and the Kid,
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Segura's.
Yeah. Oh, you did your mom's house?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then this, and I'm going to go do Corolla's.
Corolla's gonna fucking love you.
Really?
Oh God, yeah.
good.
He's gonna. Yeah.
He's
Corolla's a
very funny.
fucking really great guy.
Yeah.
I love him, and he's got an interesting there's an interesting vulnerability about him, and that I love. I sometimes it's the things you're not supposed to tell people. When people share something with you, that you go, that's the thing I want to tell everyone because that's why you're good. Like people might not know everything about you. Kroll took me home one time from doing his podcast. So I thought we were going to drink because he had Mangria. Yeah. And so I didn't drive. I took an Uber. And then he was like, where's your car? And I was like, I took an Uber. And he was like, where do you live? And I was like, over in Valley Village. And he goes, let me drive you home. I was like, really? And he was like, yeah, I used to live by there. And I said, really? So he drives me home. We have a great conversation in his car. Great conversation. Takes me pulls up to my street and he goes, I grew up like 3 blocks from here. I said, really? And he goes, yeah, is it cool if we go see my house? And I was like, damn. Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah. And then he told me where his house was. And I went, oh, wait, I know his house. And he's like, and we pull up, he's like, yeah, my mom sold it and they rebuilt it. And it's a huge McMansion now. But I knew the house. Wow. And I went, and he goes, I don't know everything he shared on things, but he showed me where he slept and it was less than desirable. Yeah. And you were like, and you realize, man, he is someone who does not fucking want to hear any excuses because his childhood was not a cakewalk. Yeah. It was not the white privilege that you read about on CNN. It was like he woke himself up. He jumped a fence to get to school. Like, yeah. He's a really interesting, vulnerable dude. But maybe you don't see that. I don't know. But I really like Adam Carolla.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm excited to meet him. He's very funny.
So you got the rote questions about SNL.
Yeah.
Did anyone talk to you about drugging Big J?
No. Yeah. No one talks about it.
That's so fucking.
I was with Ari last night.
Were you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was with Ari.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
We did. He did a guest episode of Two Bears, One Cave.
Oh, that's what he did say that.
What did you guys do? You go drinking?
He was at the store, and I'm staying right across the street, so I just went over and said hi. Yeah, it was nice.
Did you do any spots over there?
I did one spot there this week, but I didn't. I got there too late. Like I didn't try to put in avails ahead of time, like an idiot.
Fine. I don't even know what the point of stand-up is right now in the city. Yeah. It's like you go and everyone's wearing masks and it's like, I don't know. It's not the thing that I started doing. And I just would be like, and then you get like calls from people going, hey, do they really check vaccination cards? And I'm like, hey man, this is not me. I'm performing at this place because this is what I do for a living at the Improv. And so you need to, you talk to the fucking club, talk to the fucking state officials. I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
Yeah, I've heard a couple comics like feel bad about that. Where they're like the club's requiring vaccines, and I
don't think that it's I'm talking specifically about Improv and store. Sure, I don't think a comic has a right to say a fucking word. Don't perform there. Like it's like hey, listen, they're running a business. They've got employees that they're liable for. They can't let them run a business. And I think if I'm not mistaken, I don't know, it's state issues. So like I stay out of it because I'm like, because first of all, I don't know enough about any of this shit. And it just
it's funny when you do try to say something. Yeah. Like every once in a while I'll say like, I got it or whatever. And then everybody will be like, pussy, you fucking cock. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm not getting it. And people are like, retard. Like, like, I don't know what. Yeah.
Well, that's the whole thing.
I guess that's called having convictions. And I don't.
I don't have convictions either. Yeah. Why don't you think you have convictions? Is it because of your dad? Because mine's because of my dad.
Really?
Oh, yeah. My dad would not let me have an opinion. Whatever my opinion was, he would take the opposite and prove me why I was wrong.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What a psycho. That's pretty funny, though.
But I think it formed me into a guy who I'm not some guy. I'm not preachy.
Sure.
I listen to a lot of people.
Well, that's good.
It's good, but now I'm on a fucking podcast. Yeah, I had a woman on the podcast one time who was very vocal about the store not booking female comics. And I didn't know enough. It's right during the Me Too thing. So I just go.
So you were like, yeah, I'm just listening. That is fucked up.
I'm just listening. All I do is go, okay. I don't know what to tell you. I don't. She's like, well, you need to give your spot up to a woman. And I was like, okay.
No.
And I'm doing the math. I'm going like, well, here's how that works. Like if me and my friends decide to give our spots up, we're going to still perform somewhere else. and it's not the club that's getting the people there.
Yeah.
It's the name that's getting the people there. So if like me, Bill Burr, Jim Jeffries, Joe Rogan, Tom Segura, Joey Diaz all go to this club, all those people you think that are going to be at that club are going to go to that club to watch. It's fan driven. It's not, maybe it's different where she lives, but I didn't say anything really, like I didn't like hold her to the fire.
Not.
What?
It's not different where she lives.
It is. I'm sure it's not. And I got fucking shit. It's
Really?
the most shit I've ever gotten from on my podcast.
Really?
Oh, the most.
What? Because you didn't like say like
I didn't stand up for the women that work at the store.
Oh,
I didn't stand up for the store. I didn't stand up for my friends. I didn't stand up for men. I didn't argue with her. Everyone. The first person to call me was Ari Shafir.
Yeah.
What the fuck were you doing? Why didn't you tell this bitch off? Like, just goes off on me. And I'm like, by the way, let's not pull it up. Hey, stop. What are you doing? This is a horrible idea. I know, but we can hear it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, you got crushed.
Oh yeah. I got, don't even read the comments. Don't even read the comments. By the way, I don't want to read comments.
That's the best thing you want to do while you're on a podcast is read negative comments.
And then I just go, and I swear to God, Shane, and then I said, stay in your lane, Bert. Let's not talk politics. You don't know what you're talking. And by the way, you weren't raised by a man. So what do you think makes you have less conviction?
I think, I don't know how much thought I put in. I'm not convicted on that first statement that I made. Maybe I do have convictions now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I guess reading comments, that fucks you up a little. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where I'm like, maybe I am a fucking idiot. All over and over again, where like no matter what you say, somebody's going to be like, this is dumb. I'm like, wait, am I a fucking idiot? So maybe that's it. I don't know. It depends on what we're talking about. I do have convictions on certain issues.
I can't read comments.
Like I'm very against slavery.
Okay. I can go. I'm against slavery.
Yeah. Stuff like that.
But if
I have some
yeah, like okay, when Kanye was like, slavery was a choice, were you just
maybe I don't have because I thought it was funny. I mean, to walk into TMZ and be like, slavery was a choice. Just all these people are like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, how much fun do you think it is to have Kanye as a friend?
It's gotta be chaos.
Okay, let's do this. Top special goes viral from this interview.
Yeah.
From this interview goes viral. And you are tomorrow. The list goes Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, John Mulaney, Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
What 5 celebrity friends do you want? Just men. Just men.
Just men?
Just men. You get a text. You get a text. Hey, it's Mel Gibson. I watched
Mel Gibson.
That's one of mine. That's one of mine.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
I would love to meet Mel Gibson.
Did you see him salute Trump at the UFC?
No.
There was a UFC event where Trump showed up, and in the crowd, you see Mel Gibson. People were mad at him.
Oh, that's
like,
fucking,
dude.
He's consistently
he's wild.
He's brand friendly. He is the thing he says he is. I just want to get fucking. See, my thing is I want to get wasted with
Mel
one
Gibson.
of these people.
Yeah, Mel Gibson's a good choice.
Ben Affleck. That's one of mine.
Who?
Ben Affleck.
What?
I want Ben Affleck to be my friend. I would love. I will. I'm putting this out there. Yeah, clip this out. Put this out there. My heart will melt if I get a text from Ben Affleck and says, "Hey man, just watch
calling him Ben Affleck."
Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. Ben Affleck, and he texts me and he says, "Just watch your special. Holy shit, Secret Time, Hey Big Boy, The Machine are my top 3 favorite movies or specials. Let's do a movie together." I have a movie for us, Ben, and I won't drink. I'll stay sober the whole fucking movie. Ben Affleck is one of my favorite. Yeah. I would pick him over Matt Damon, I think. Although Matt Damon would be a cool text, Brad Pitt would be a cool text.
Brad Pitt's cool.
Would be that Brad Pitt's like a real one.
Yeah.
Like
Leonardo DiCaprio is cool. You don't like Leo?
I do. You like
Matt Damon more than Leonardo?
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think Leo's like Daniel Tosh. When Daniel Tosh comes into your house, he does this thing where he's like,
That's pretty funny.
You ready to go? And you're like, is something wrong? And he's like, no, it's just your house smells like food. And you're like,
Yeah, there's food here.
yeah. And he's like, all right, let's go. Like he's very much like American Psycho.
Really?
Like he's just a very neat, tidy, keep your shit together. He's like a very smart.
And you think Leonardo DiCaprio is that
I've been to
way?
Leonardo's house. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I think mine would be, I think number one would be Nate Diaz.
Oh, I didn't think about fighters.
Nate Diaz I think has to be the funniest dude ever to be around.
Nate Diaz. You know, by the way, Tony Hinchcliffe got that text.
I know. I listened to that interview. Nate did Hinchcliffe's podcast a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. You just talked about going on The Ultimate Fighter.
Okay. Fighter.
Nate Diaz and dude, I've seen like watch Nate Diaz's Instagram story and like it's the funniest.
I think he blocked me. Because I followed him and then all of a sudden I couldn't find him on my thing. Nate
Trump also.
Fucking. By the way,
let's be honest.
Okay, let's be
Trump.
honest. Here's the problem. Here's the problem with Trump.
If I got a Trump text that was like incredible, I loved it. It'd be so funny.
He didn't block me. I just followed him. He's got 5.1 million followers. I wonder if he follows me. Nope. Casey Neistat, Joe Rogan, Snoop Dogg, Big Boy, Bam Bam Baklava, Bob Menery. Dude,
that's a good one.
Action Bronson would be a good text.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Action Bronson would be a good text. He is, man, I got to be honest with you. He is really fucking inspiring me right now.
Really?
He's in great shape. He can swing a baseball bat. Like I can swing a baseball bat.
Yeah.
I have one of the prettiest swings out of I'm probably athletically the most competent comic that we have.
Yeah.
There's not one comic. Pull up me swinging a baseball bat, okay? Go to my, just say Bert baseball or something. Yeah. What time do you have to get out of here, by the way?
I'm good.
Okay.
I have 3.
Oh, yeah, good. I have
yeah.
What are you looking for?
I just took a Zyn out of my mouth and put it in my pocket.
A Zyn?
Yeah, it's like nicotine.
Ooh.
Yeah. Pouch. You want one?
No. I'd be fucking addicted immediately.
Yeah, they're good.
No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's me hitting a fucking watermelon. Keep it going. And by the way,
still a decent
it's in my Instagram. It's in my Instagram. That's Georgia.
So Action Bronson's inspiring you, and
yeah, because
I'm watching your swing.
Yeah, he's got a great Action Bronson. That's a great swing.
Really?
Not a lot of rotation in it. Like, is a lot of arms, but he's got big fucking arms.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty swing. I can watch a man throw a baseball or hit a baseball all day long.
Yeah, it's exciting. That was my TikTok. I had TikTok, and my algorithm was just baseball, and then hot college girls dancing. And I had to delete it.
You ready for this?
Because it was just college girls dancing.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
I gotcha.
It's nonstop, dude.
Page. Type in page _page .Renee on. Oh, that's not her. Paige Halstead. You ready for this?
Probably not.
Your algorithm is not as good as me.
Yeah.
Her name's Paige Halstead. PAIGE HALSTEAD. Instagram. Paige Halstead. Okay. Click her. Find her Instagram. You got to see her swing. It is fucking beautiful. It is beautiful. She has the prettiest swing. Scroll down.
Yeah, that's what you like about
her. Okay,
it?
yeah, go to her. By the way, it's a beautiful. Go up. No, right there, the far right. What? How do you not see what I see? Okay, take a look at this swing. She's got a great fucking swing. And by the way, I want to find out when my arm gets. Isn't that a great swing? I don't know what she does, other than play baseball.
Looks like she played at UCLA.
Why? How do you say that?
I saw it. I think she probably played softball at UCLA.
She's a catcher. Hot. She does these catching drills, these hip drills.
Really?
I mean, obviously she's a beautiful girl, but like, I'm in love with her swing. She's got a great swing.
You think the swing is what's bringing you to this page?
It's not the thing that got me to the page, but it's the reason I'm here. Pull up Action Bronson swing. He's got a great swing. Did you play baseball growing up?
Yeah, but I stopped I think 8th grade.
Okay.
Yeah. Once I hit puberty and just couldn't hit the ball. Something happened. It was crazy. I lost all hand-eye coordination for like a year.
But did you play sports
Yeah, I played football and basketball. Yeah.
I was just telling someone, do you remember wearing a girdle?
Yeah.
Do you remember how itchy your asshole would get?
Yeah.
You couldn't reach it because of your girdle.
Do you remember post-practice dick? How small your penis would be? Almost no one in football talks about the post-practice dick.
Dude, and then everyone in the showers, you're like, I'm going to go fluff it up a little bit.
Pull on my penis.
I'm going to pull it out for just a titch.
And then you just have a long, skinny penis.
Oh, yeah. No, if there was a like something you could put on your fingers that
he does have a nice swing.
Yeah. That's not his real swing. That's him when he was fat. This podcast is brought to you by Candid. There's a specialist for everything these days. If your car breaks down, you go to a mechanic. Problem with your shower? You call a plumber. What about crooked teeth? You see an orthodontist. They're specialists. And that's why Candid, the invisible, comfortable, and removable aligners, is above the rest. While poorly reviewed and insanely priced clear aligner companies use general dentists, Candid only works with orthodontists. With Candid, the same orthodontist who created your plan is with you from beginning to finish, so you never have to wonder how you're doing. Your treatment is prescribed and closely monitored remotely by a licensed orthodontist who's an expert in tooth movement. You can book an appointment with a Candid studio near you, or you can do everything from the comfort and convenience of your own home. The average Candid treatment is just 6 months, which is fucking nice. I know women that are doing it for 12. Yeah. And you'll start seeing results way before then. And it costs thousands of less than traditional braces. Trust me, I had 3 sets of braces in my house. And with your aligner treatment, you can get Candid's teeth whitening for free. Candid helps you get the straighter, brighter smile you've always wanted. Right now, you can get started from your home for just $15 with a Candid starter kit. Or you can book an appointment at a Candid studio near you today. Go to candidco.com/Bert and use the code Bert at checkout. That's candidco.com/Bert and use the code Bert. Take advantage of this limited time offer for $15 starter kit. candidco.com/Bert and use the code Bert. I often feel like I'm trapped between two solutions with weight loss. I'm a little confused, quite honestly, between good foods or bad foods. It creates an unnecessarily dilemma, in my opinion. Noom is here to change the way we see food with a psychological based approach that looks at what you eat, but also how you eat. Instead of making you feel guilty or regretful, Noom empowers you to keep on going. Since I've been using Noom, and I've used Noom ever since they were first become a sponsor, I've learned better how to shop or understand what my cravings are and not really see foods as bad foods anymore. And I'll tell you, I like their psychologically approach to eating. The program is super flexible to your lifestyle, so it's easy to log food as you progress. I absolutely log all my food onto Noom, and with their cognitive behavioral approach, helps you unlearn bad habits and better understand your relationship with food. And the best part is one size doesn't fit all. Choose your goals, and Noom's going to personalize a weight loss program that fits you. 80% of Noom users finished the program, and 60% have stuck with their goals and lasted for at least a year. No need to ruin the whole program with one day off. Noom can get you back on track. All you need is a daily 10-minute check-in, no grueling early mornings appointments or huge chunks out of your day. Start building better habits for healthier long-term results. Sign up for your trial at noom.com/Bertcast. That's NOOM.com/Bertcast. Let me see your Copenhagen.
Oh, this is my skull.
Oh, this isn't Copenhagen? Is it leaf?
It's citrus. You're going to like it. It smells good.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I love it. I'm addicted to it.
I am too.
It's going to kill me.
No. Mouth cancer is not real.
True.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I know so many people that have dipped their whole fucking lives. My wife's dad has chewed tobacco since he was 12 years old. He's 72.
Yeah.
You're like, where's his?
My cousin dips literally everywhere he goes. He has a jug, like an iced tea jug.
Yeah.
It's a spitter.
Oh,
it's absurd. But he hit me with that conspiracy. The mouth cancer is not real conspiracy.
But it's interesting because
it's very funny.
Because you the horror stories you hear, just like, by the way, I'm starting to, you know what I'm going to say? Yeah. Just like the COVID with the vaccine,
sure.
The horror stories you hear are like, kid dipped for 1 year, lost his jaw.
Sure.
And you're like, okay.
Well, I beat him.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been
Do you
dipping
remember
for
those horror
15
stories?
Yeah.
And it would just be like a guy with no bottom jaw and be like, and you're like, whoa. It's to scare you away from the product. I dipped pretty aggressively, I think, all through college. Wow, that's interesting. I thought I dipped longer. I dipped in high school.
Yeah.
I wasn't addicted. I just dipped whenever I could.
Yeah.
I think because I live with my parents, I wasn't
you gotta
addicted.
hide it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's interesting. I wonder if I still live with my parents, if I'd be drinking as much as I do.
I lived with my parents for a little and I did not drink.
Really?
Yeah. I actually went home over COVID for a couple months.
I know. I think I
And
did a podcast with you.
Yeah. Wasn't
There.
really boozing.
Really?
Yeah. It was also right after I was at Stanhope's for like a month and then went back to my parents for like 4, which was very nice. To like just be home.
To detox.
Oh, just laying in my childhood bed.
Smell a normal smell as opposed to the mildew of a trailer that someone threw up in. I've slept the rape trailer.
Yeah, you've
I've
been
stayed in
there.
that
The rape trailer. He was like, you could sleep in the rape trailer. I was like, no, dude, don't call it that.
I slept there and I had one of the most panicked nights of my life.
I bet.
Because there's a thing that happens to me when I go partying hard, and that day specifically, I think we went out, did a show the night before, and then woke up the next day. We were just going to party that day, and we started the second we woke up, and it was like champagne.
Oh my God.
And then went to his other house, the one that has the above ground pool.
Yeah.
And then partied there really fucking hard. Then came home, and I was like stumbling drunk at maybe 9, and I was like, all right, I'm going to bed. Pass out, wake up at like 2. Not ready, like not feeling good, like feeling like where your stomach's like, oh, I think we're dying right now. And got up and Lynn Shawcroft had accidentally eaten a ton of edibles and was talking to everyone but no one at the same time. And I was like, and she's like, do you want to come out and talk? Do you want to come talk to me? And I was like, oh, fuck. I'm like, what am I doing with my fucking life? I have children.
It's so sad.
And I was like, God damn it. And then I went back to the rape trailer and laid in it. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing with I felt like, you ever do an overnight at a kid's house and like halfway through, you're like, I just want to go home.
Yeah. That was me every night for a month at Stanhope's.
Yeah.
Every night I'd go back to that guest house and be like, I want to go home.
Why did you stay for a month?
I don't know. It was April. There was nothing. It was COVID. Yeah, it was COVID. It was in the middle of like the height of COVID. It was
how
April,
hard
June.
were you drinking at Stanhope's?
Pretty hard. But I couldn't keep up. I would do like 2 days on, 1 day off.
You do a day off?
Yeah, I had to.
What?
Yeah, I had to. And a day off, I mean like a few drinks.
Oh, okay.
But not like,
okay. All right.
Yeah. But sometimes none. I needed to, dude. I was dying.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
it was, dude, think of that for a month.
Think of him. He does it every day.
Yeah,
he's a monster. And by the way, in my opinion, in that top 3 that I just named, Chappelle, Burr, Mulaney, Doug Stanhope, his new special, that I don't think he's recorded yet, or he has and he's not released it yet, is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I watched him run it at the store, and I sat in the back and I was like, this is like, he did a telemarketer joke. Do you know the joke I'm talking about?
I think so.
Telemarketer joke with the Indian guy accent. And and this is what I loved about Louis, what is by far a hacky premise, and turned it into one of the greatest bits I've ever seen. And I was like, oh shit. And that's the fun. What I love. This is your first special?
Yeah.
What I love about specials is when you challenge yourself to do something really difficult in your next special and go like, I want to come up with a very hacky premise and make it brilliant so that you go, not all hacky premises are bad.
Yeah.
Like go airplane food and then make it the best joke anyone's ever heard. And when Louis used to do that, and Stanhope does it.
Yeah. It was funny when I was young, or like not in comedy, I was like, why are they always talking about fucking airplanes?
Yeah.
Now it's because it's the only thing we do.
Oh.
It's the only thing.
I
sit around and then get on planes.
Yeah. I have so much airplane material.
Yeah.
That I just will never use because I'm the only one on an airplane this much.
Yeah. I'm the guy people don't want to sit next to though. That's where I'm becoming. I'm worried about that.
You're talkative?
No, I'm just big. I know I'm not quite the last guy, but like I can see it.
Wait,
when I'm walking down the aisle, I can see people.
How tall are you?
6'3".
How much you weigh?
I'm like probably right now, probably like 260.
Really?
Yeah, 265.
No way. You don't look it.
Yeah, I'm fucking big, dude.
You are a big dude.
I'm fat.
You're not fat.
I'm fucking fat.
Have you ever been ripped?
No, I've been strong from football.
Yeah,
but I was like 300 pounds. Yeah.
Wow, what did that guy look like? Is that the guy that dated?
You can't really see muscles.
Is that the guy that dated
just
Tuna?
fat, just this. Yeah. Yeah. Holy shit. That's great.
I love that.
Yeah, you remember that. Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
God.
I remember things that are good. Like things that are.
Dude, when we drank at that show, that fucking calling to work sick.
Yeah.
Dude, pouring those big ass cups of Fireball, I was just like, oh my God. It was noon. I didn't know how you did it.
I don't know how I did it either.
I don't know how you do that.
I don't know how. I tell you what.
Because if I drink before a show, it's a bad show.
Oh, but that's the whole premise of that show is to drink before the show. And
that's a very fun show. But then to do a show that night, crazy.
We did do a show that night, didn't we?
Yeah. But that was the one,
because it was on Cinco de Mayo, and I did the show in the morning, and they're like, hey, and then I think I did the whole weekend.
Yeah. You did a full weekend after that.
If I'm not mistaken, no, that's not the weekend. There was a weekend where I was like in Philly, where I was like, I think I might have an ulcer. And I was looking for juice.
Wait, did we chugging
was
Fireballs.
That where we were drinking? We were drinking those beet kvases.
I don't know. I don't think.
But that was that. I don't drink Fireball anymore. I won't.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I had one night of Fireball on the Impractical Jokers cruise that ruined the taste of Fireball for the rest of my life.
Dude, Fireball is like you take one shot of it, maybe. And you're like, all right, that's indigestion for the rest of the night. Oh, I'm done. Dude, you were drinking solo cups of it.
There was a point where I said
it's so bad.
I had a rule that I said Fireball doesn't technically count as a shot.
Yeah.
So if you want to do shots with me, I don't do shots, but I will do Fireball.
All right.
And then
that rule makes sense.
Yeah, I have one girl in Indianapolis. It's like one of my. It's like a. And you look back and you go, what fucking life was I living?
Yeah.
Like, especially now, I'm like, ugh, it's got to be so confusing for my daughters when I pass to hear stories about me and then them just go, yeah, cool. Oh, good. Awesome.
Yeah.
Like, they'll be like, I was at your dad's show in Indianapolis. The rule was upstairs bar, half off everything if you were topless. And everyone was fucking topless.
That's great.
Want to see a picture?
Yeah.
It's a great fucking picture. This is what I love about the iPhone is if you go to the map, you can find out all the times you've been to different places. Now I got to find out.
I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah, I go to the map, right? So I have all these different places on my map.
Damn, that's awesome.
And then I go to Indianapolis. I've been to Indianapolis a couple times. Trying to think where that. I think this is probably it. Yep, this is it. Take a look at this fun fucking night,
dude.
Right? Just scroll. It was the fucking funnest night. And by the way, everyone, these are pictures they took themselves and airdropped to all of us.
Yeah, this is a great night.
Yeah. That was, and by the way, I'm faithful to my wife. I don't cheat. But that's part of my brand.
It's funny.
As I go.
And by the way.
And so we're all fucking.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal night. It was a phenomenal night. And so one of the girls, not in this picture, we get up, everyone's topless. Everyone's topless. Everyone that was at the show was topless. And there's one girl, actually a fucking 10.
Yeah.
Like a legit 10. And she's already fucking hammered. And she's like, I'm out drinking you motherfucker. Great rack. I'm out drinking you motherfucker. I'll show you who the machine is. And I was like, hey. And by the way,
gonna die later.
I was like, yeah, you're doing this to the wrong guy. Yeah. You're trying to punch a shark in the nose right now. It's not going to work out the way you think it is. And she goes, I go, okay, let's do it. So I go Fireball. She was like, Fireball's my fucking drink. And I was like, line them up. So we put 6 on the thing, and I just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She does 6, and we're like, all right, 6 more. And she was like, hold on. And I go, 6 more. And so they line up 6 more, and I look over, and she's stumbling. And I was like, all right, I think she's out. We're gonna fucking. And then I realized she's only had like 3 of her shots. She hasn't had the other ones. She's given to her friends, and now she's like this. So I turn my back. I start talking to someone else. And then all of a sudden her friend taps me. She goes, hey, the girl that challenged you to drinking is leaving. And I said, I said, okay, well, tell her I said goodbye. And they're like, we're actually need some help carrying her downstairs. And I was like, oh, for real? And they're like, yeah. So everyone starts carrying her downstairs. She's still topless. It just started snowing, right? It just started snowing. And so they're taking her downstairs, and I go, hold on 1 second. So I run downstairs. They're about to take her outside. They have her jacket on top of her to cover up. She's still topless. And I go up to her, I go, hey, are you okay? She goes, I'm fine. I'm just tired. I didn't eat today. I need to go to bed. I'm not that drunk. And I go, okay. I go, listen, they're carrying you out of here. And I go right up to her and I go, and never forget, I'm the fucking machine. and then she goes, wah! And I walk away. Those nights were like, those things like that. You killed a lady. Yeah, maybe. I did snow angels in the parking lot that night. I had a fucking blast.
Damn.
It's the hard thing about quitting drinking for me is
how good it is.
It's so much fun when done responsibly, and I haven't always done it responsibly, and I'm certain it's doing stuff to me that I'm not aware of. And if I go to the doctor, I just said the doctor before the surgery, and clean bill of health, top to bottom. EKG is great, cholesterol is great, everything, blood pressure is great. But liver's great. Liver enzymes are perfect, right in the right spot. But I'm certain there's damage done, and that one day I'll be 61. All of a sudden everything will show up that day, right? But it's like, not to be a nihilist, but Norm Macdonald said when COVID came out, the quote he made was, "Well, I guess we all know how we're going to die now, huh? It's just a matter of order." And you go, why not fucking live? I want to be mobile when I'm 70, so that's why I work out. But it's so much fun. Like in those mornings when you're like, hey, let's drink. And you're like, huh?
Yeah.
You're like, let's fucking throw them back. Like,
yeah, it's great.
You can't get fired.
Yeah. Like, no, I agree. You're preaching to the choir.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is in comedy, most comics quit drinking.
Yeah.
Because you have to, a lot of people. But yeah, so there's like 4 guys I can drink with in New York.
Ari
will drink.
Big J.
Norman. Big J doesn't drink like.
Really? Lewis just started, right?
Lewis comes and goes, but he's training for like a MMA fight.
Oh, yeah, I saw the fight diaries.
Yeah.
I can't tell if they're scripted or not.
They are. They have to be.
Well, they have to be.
Yeah.
He's in there taking a shit.
yeah, they're scripted.
Yeah. But it's, it's interesting. I shouldn't say that.
Say it.
Okay, I think I can say this.
Yeah.
I think I can say this pretty accurately. So, like, I think it's fair to say that Lewis won't be hosting America's Got Talent anytime soon.
Yes.
Like, he's not going to be getting a network sitcom. I don't think he wants that, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he wants that. I think he's happy doing what he does. And there's a certain, like, the Skanks, Legion of Skanks crew, but not really. Like, Dave and Jay are a little different, but there is like a get in there. Like, Ari will not be doing a network sitcom anytime soon.
Yeah.
And it's interesting is that I probably won't be doing it. I remember when they offered one to Joey, and I was like, Miss Patches did one. She was a drug dealer, a convicted felon. So maybe they're broadening their scope. But what's interesting is you had the opportunity when that SNL thing happened to just go, I'm going harder down and finding my fan base and fuck them, right? And fuck the industry, fuck everyone. But in a weird way, you just, this is no slight to those guys I just mentioned, but I'm saying you decided to not double down and be like, yeah, I'm conservative. These are my politics. You said I'm actually a really talented comic. I'm not for everyone, but I'm also a very good actor, and I'm also a great sketch writer. And there was a reason I got cast on SNL, and I'm going to continue making great sketches but they're going to be dirty. They're going to be funny, but you're going to laugh. That's all that matters. And you go, and I'm going to do a special. I clearly put one out on YouTube. People are going to see how talented I am, and I am cool to go back into the industry if it'll have me.
Yeah, I mean, it depends what it is, obviously, with the industry, but yeah, and it's a weird time where it's like, what even is the future of the industry? So like, I'm certainly not like pandering or like trying to get back in or whatever. I'm just doing what exactly I was doing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I'm not going to like lean in to being like, and not Legion of Skanks, but like edgy. I'm not like I'm not gonna lie about being like I'm a Republican. I'm not.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
there is that opportunity to do that, especially when you get canceled. To be like, I could have literally been like, I love President Trump when I got canceled, and probably went to the White House. You know what I mean? He would have been like, yeah, fuck SNL. Like, he definitely he was petty. He would have been like, yeah, this guy's the best.
You could have gone to the White House and gone viral.
Yeah.
What do you like more? What do you like more when it hits? Your stand-up or Gillian Keeves?
The stand-up.
Gillian Keeves is so fucking
I love
funny.
Gillian Keeves. I do.
It's so fucking good.
That was like the first content I ever put out, really. Outside of like podcasts and things like that. But that was like the first thing that was like mine.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Every time we'd put something out. And just getting feedback from people that you like respect. That's really cool.
What is your budget on when you make those?
A lot. Like I put $50,000 into it, like myself.
Just to
put it out for free, yeah.
Into all the sketches?
Yeah. And then the production company Booklight matched it.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's worth it.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's very worth it.
Yeah.
That's very worth it.
Yeah, it's just like the special I just put out. That's free. I don't even have like a tip option.
Yeah.
It's just like, here, I'll put out, costs, I don't know, 15 maybe.
The key is it's interesting because that's the key with podcasts is you put it out for free.
Yeah.
I want you to get this for free. I want you to have a bunch of free content so that you know that when I come to your city, the only thing I ask is you come see me perform.
Yeah.
I'm really good at it. It's the thing I do, but the podcast is for you just every day if you're just bored. And by the way, they're not all great, but
yeah, sometimes they do suck.
I got a bunch of stinkers.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm curious of how this one has been really good. I still talk way too much, but this one's been really good. But Ari and I were talking about the interview format of hanging out. I think it's better when these chairs are filled. Like if you have three people, it's more. That's what I love about.
Or if we were boozing,
yeah.
Well,
is that what you want to do?
No, I got to do another podcast.
Whose?
Corollas.
Just tell them you want them angry when you get there.
What are we drinking?
What do you want?
I don't know.
I'd love to have a drink.
Yeah, let's have a drink. Whatever you want.
I love this.
Yeah,
this is. By the way,
you want to start the podcast now? Have a couple vodka sodas.
This is the part. What do we want to drink? We have vodka. We have whiskey.
I'd go for a vodka soda. Do you have any?
I'd go vodka soda.
Yeah. Something.
Yeah. Hey, Andrew. Is Andrew still here? He's got his headsets on. All right, let's hit pause. We'll make a vodka soda.
Yeah, bro.
I love this. This is fun. All right, we're back. We have cocktails. Thank you to Yeti for these fucking great mugs.
Yes.
Dude, Yeti knows how to fucking do it right. Can I tell you? It's like, I don't mind paying a little extra for something I know is not gonna break on me. Am I right?
I'll tell you what, man. I love Yeti.
I like the stuff inside the Yeti even better.
Yeah, it's gonna lube this podcast up.
I think so. This is where we get in trouble.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, do you have any idea how many, when it's so funny when you were the first person where something was said on a podcast where I was like, we can get in trouble for something said on a podcast. And then they're like, oh yeah. And then they started deep diving people. And then I was like, oh.
Well, that was like the funniest part to me would be when like other comics would like shit on me.
Yeah.
When I was getting in trouble that had all been on podcasts that had all said horrific things.
Yeah.
It's like, you sure you want to like
Oh, there had to be a
You
lot.
sure you want to do this? Now, I never really named them, but you can find them.
I can find him. I said something about it when it happened. I was like, well, it's not funny. It's not funny. But I go, he's not trying to be. I don't think he's trying to be funny. But it's a podcast. You're just fucking around. You're trying to find the joke.
Yeah. If I was mad at everybody who said it wasn't funny, I'd be.
Well, by the way,
because the thing is that if you just saw that clip, you don't know me and Matt at all. It's not that funny.
Is that
the context of it?
Is that Keeves with you?
No, that's Matt McCusker.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, he must be like, hey man, I'll produce all your stuff. I'll shoot everything for free.
Yeah. McKeever's not like that.
Do you guys have a movie planned?
He definitely does.
Really?
McKeever's he does it all.
Can I set you guys up with a meeting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're going to say no.
Mm-mm.
Watch.
Well, what's the movie?
Yeah. So it's set in 1862. But there was a guy who was a pretty famous comedian, and he was trying to help sell Gillian Keeves. He was like, I want to buy it. And I was like, all right,
I think
give it a shot.
For
sure.
Yeah.
And he went to like a meeting to pitch it, and then he called me and he was like, I had no idea. And I was like, yeah, dude, I told you. They're pussies. They're not going to take a chance.
But I think at this point, the way things are done independently, I think you're on that track, and I think you've already succeeded on that track. I mean, Gillian Keeves is one of the best sketches, and it honestly, and I don't know if you guys did this on purpose, it's branded like it's a Comedy Central show.
Yeah.
It looks like it's a Comedy Central show.
Well, that's John. John's like, he's a fucking pro.
Yeah.
Like he's like, listening to him talk, he directs, he writes and directs, and he could easily star in all of them.
He's so good. Both of you guys are really good.
He did stand up. He got he was out of Philly. He did comedy. He got like JFL right away. He did Adam Devine's House Party. He was like,
really?
Dude, he's an incredible stand-up. And then he was just like, I don't like it, and stopped. Because he likes writing and acting and directing, but his stand-up, like every once in a while he'd like drop in and feature a weekend at Helium just to like do it, having not done stand-up for like 2 years.
It's funny to me.
He would murder.
It's funny to me because it's so hard. It's so easy to tell a joke. It's so hard to write something that's funny. The Al-Qaeda car sales.
Yeah. That one was me.
That's one of my favorite.
But John, but see, that's the thing. Like, I'll come up with like a slight idea, like that one, and John will just make it a sketch because I can't write. Like, John can fucking write.
The only thing I've ever done funny, and by the way, I'm sure I get in trouble for it now, but I wrote a sketch. I don't think you can find it anymore. Travel Channel. That's the one thing the one saving grace I have, and I'm certain you could go through my history, anyone's history, and find horrible stuff they co-signed on. You can get in trouble for laughing at someone saying something horrible. Like, that's what's kind of fucked up, is like, I can't help.
But can you though?
I don't know.
You can get in slight trouble, but has anybody gotten like canceled from a podcast other than me?
No.
There's been attempts. But I think the Jeopardy guy.
Oh yeah. What? Yeah. What happened to him?
Ho.
What is that? What he said?
He said like booth ho or something.
And
like
he got in
10
trouble
years
for that?
ago. Yeah. Jeopardy's very.
I mean, I guess you got to think of your brand, right?
I guess.
I mean, I've been lucky enough that the things I've done have all been still the same brand I have been. Meaning like when I did The Cabin, that we had a lot of stuff that was very cancelable on it.
Sure.
Extremely. And Netflix was like, we got it. It's funny. We think it's funny. We know you're comics. We know you're going for the joke. They had our back. It was, I mean, top to bottom. The very first thing we did on that show, Tom was like, are we airing this? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, hey man, we can't air all this. Like, we're going to get in a lot of trouble. And I was like, but we were laughing. The whole crew's laughing.
Sure.
Netflix is laughing. We're all laughing. And Tom's like, you can't air this. Like, and he was, Tom's my best friend. He's like, you got to let me see this before you air it. I don't want it to fucking destroy my career.
Sure.
And he was like, and I'm sitting there going, am I a fucking idiot? Like, I'm the one laughing the hardest. And then we aired it, and we aired it.
Did they take that stuff out?
Nope.
Oh, nice.
Left it all in. And not all of it. There was some stuff that was a little like there were some jokes where we just went a little too far.
Of course.
And they edited it out.
Yeah.
But your attempt is in humor, right?
Yeah.
And then I didn't even realize what was happening.
Yeah.
Cabin airs. I have I'm in production on a movie, and we're at the point where we're going to decide whether or not we make it. Cabin airs, and I have a fucking Zoom call with a person who's a very big animal activist. And one of the things we did was we processed, is the way to say it where it doesn't sound bad. We processed an emu.
Nice.
Yeah, people eat emu. You're gonna have, that's how you do it.
Yes.
And so, and she said, I got to be honest with you, I'm a very big animal rights activist. The second I saw it and I saw where you guys were going, I thought I was going to be offended very badly, but I couldn't stop laughing at you and Tom. She was like, it was, you did it well. And I went, and in my head, I was like, whew. And then I realized, oh my God, this movie would have just gone away.
Yeah. If she just felt like,
if it would have just gone away. And then we ended up making the movie. When we made the movie, and first day, I do some things to make the movie what I think is funnier.
Sure.
I want to be broad so that it doesn't sound, but I punch up some things. So I think that this scene that we're shooting can be funnier, but I punch up in a way where you will laugh and I will laugh, but a lot of people are going to go, whoa.
Yeah.
But I know, but it's funny. It's funny. And by the way, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And we reshoot it or whatever, And I don't even realize what the fuck I'm doing because we shoot it. And then obviously all that footage goes to an editor who does a quick cut and then sends it to all the executives.
Yeah.
This is our first day shooting. This is when they pull plugs on movies. And the fucking text I get, and the text I get, I will just say the text I get was positive.
Nice.
And I went, cool. That's the lane I'm in.
Yeah.
That's where I go. And I've just been lucky enough to that. Maybe I'm not, maybe my sensibility isn't too far, but I think it is. I know it is. Maybe there's a likability that I can get away with when you're making a project and people know that your intent is to make them laugh. Like when you do stand up or a podcast or, I think my cancel thing, the thing that's going to catch me is my camera will be on and people will watch me jerk off. And
I'm always afraid of that.
And then they'll never be able to see me the same way.
Yeah. Because I jerk off as soon as every podcast ends.
I jerk off.
I don't even get up.
I've jerked off during Opie and Anthony, listening to it, watching porn with the volume down on the porn. And it was when Patrice died and I'm jerking off to that. And you can hear the audio of them crying about Patrice and I just was watching it and then porn came up. I was like, I'm gonna jerk off. And as it got done, I went, if someone had a hold of my camera then I would be fucked. Like those things are where I think sometimes I think it's when your brand doesn't match up to who you are.
Yeah.
Like
I agree. If you present yourself as a very like clean guy.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there's a clip of you saying some wild shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm a pretty wild dude. Everyone knows I'm wild. And I think as long as you stay in that thing and just try not to hurt anyone's feelings, ultimately I think I don't know, who fucking knows? You never know, but you never know. It's been a fun run. And by the way, and I look at someone like you and I go, oh, you just got to keep putting out good shit.
For sure.
I think more people, I think you're someone I've talked about so fucking much.
Yeah.
Because you are so funny.
Thanks.
But it's a weird kind of funny because you're like Bill Burr. You have a very acute way of defining a situation. Like how do you write a joke?
I don't know. The podcast helps. Just sitting down with Matt and like bullshitting and then being like, oh, this is actually a premise. This is and then going and doing it and saying it on stage. And it's funny too, because like Burr was a guy I was a huge fan of. And that was one of the first like podcasts I listened to constantly. And then you would see his special at the end of that year or whatever. And it was like, oh, I've heard all these. Because it was, you listen to him rant.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I think podcasts help tremendously with coming up with jokes. Because I don't sit down and write.
Yeah, I don't actually. After watching your special, I was like, I'm gonna actually try to write some stuff.
I can't.
Really?
I cannot. When I started, I used to, but now, no.
So it's funny because I had a great rant in the van with Mark Normand and Dave Williamson about John Mulaney.
Yeah,
it was fucking funny. Like it was pro Mulaney, right?
Sure.
But it was but it was like it was about my life.
Yeah.
And how come I don't? Where's the fucking glowing praise for me?
Yeah.
I've been drinking and not had to go to rehab. I've held it together, and I'm still fucking the chick who's 51. Like, and it was like, and it was me going off on that rant, and and of course I just tried it at Red Rocks. Like I was not great. Like I who does new material at fucking Red Rocks? I did fucking 3 new bits.
Crazy.
But that's where my brain is. And then And then I like someone goes, "Are you worried about what you say on stage?" I go, "I didn't know that we could get in trouble for that. I thought everyone knew that those were jokes."
Yeah.
Because I had the thing in my hand.
For sure.
As soon as my shirt comes off, that's everything after that is also ridiculous. Yeah.
Red Rocks, that's crazy.
Dude, it was fucking insane.
Yeah.
It's the greatest experience of my life.
That's awesome.
Easily greatest experience of my life.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Red Rocks?
Yeah.
What's it? Yeah.
10,000.
Wow.
10,000 and it feels like 10,000.
Really?
Oh yeah.
What'd you do when you got done?
I cried.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's nice.
I'll cry. I could cry right now.
You should cry.
Dude, it's not as
Bert
funny as
Kreischer.
It's not as funny as you think. I went on Opie radio one time. I can cry really easily.
Yeah.
But one of the things I learned in this fucking movie is I have an accessibility to emotions that are like right on the surface level.
Yeah.
I can cry so easily.
My girlfriend caught me crying 2 days ago.
What were you crying about?
Norm.
Oh,
I was
cried
watching
at Norm.
I was watching. I tossed on his last Letterman.
I cried.
And she was in the other room and just heard me like like doing that. And she came out and I was like, fine.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah, Norm got me.
That was I cried.
love that guy.
Oh.
He reached out when I was getting canceled a lot.
Really?
Yeah. And he said some really cool things. I'll share them with you after. He's the best. All right.
I posted about him when he got in trouble.
Yeah.
And he reached out to me and was like, I'll share with you privately.
He loved comedy, and
he was the purest. He was the purest comic,
and he fucking hated this fucking woke shit.
Yeah,
he hated it. So seeing all these people like tweet about him, like, "Oh, I loved Norm" and all this, like, just know he fucking despised what you do. In my opinion.
Yeah. No, and I think,
what do I know?
No. I cried. I went up. You want to know something odd? I talked about this a little bit with Rosebud, but because Rosebud was the day he died. I tweeted something about my show in Vegas. But I didn't. By the way, I didn't even. My team, my social media team who post for me, because I cannot look at comments. I can't get involved in social media that way.
Yeah.
Like I'll have fun on stories. I will post things on Twitter that are innocuous and read responses.
Yeah.
I don't get into the minutia, but they'll give me a heads up when I'm getting hit pretty hard.
Sure.
And they were like, just so you know, everyone's thinks it's a little insensitive that you didn't put up a Norm post yet. And I went, huh? I was like, so now you tell me that the mob gets to tell me how to grieve? Because I knew Norm.
Yeah. Also, it's like I felt I just posted one of his jokes, but like I didn't want to post like I loved you or something like that. Like, because who the fuck am I? Like, I need to come out and be like,
it made me feel so gross to find a picture of him.
Yeah.
Screen grab it, post it, and then I wrote like 9 different things. And this is when I cried. So I'm in the house, I'm drinking a bottle of wine, and I'm voice texting when I said, and I started crying, and I went, oh fuck. Because he was just like, he was so cool to me. Like, when the thing he did that was the coolest thing that anyone can ever do is he knew my name.
Yeah.
Before he needed to. Like, he just went, Bert Kreischer.
Yeah.
Hey, taking the shirt off tonight, are we?
Yeah.
And I go, oh, he knows who I am. Yeah. And then he fucking, and then what's really interesting is when he knew he was dying, apparently, he had texted me and said, whatever. But he, at that point, that's when he knew he was dying. Yeah. He had texted me. And I thought, this is what one of my posts I thought about doing. Taking our texts, right? And then marking them out so you can't see it. and then posting that and going, "This is the most meaningful thing that's ever happened."
I know, but I didn't. Yeah,
I didn't want to
do that. That's
Can't
a personal.
Yeah, it's personal.
Thing.
And then the internet mob just comes after you and goes, "Why haven't you started grieving yet?" And you're like, "I am. I don't need to post it online." And then part of you as a coward goes, "Okay, everyone. I noticed that he's passed." And it's the grossest part of the internet. I really think the Taliban could take over America if they started with the internet. Taliban's got some.
I will say this.
Taliban's got some okay ideas.
I was looking at the Met. Yeah, I was looking at the Met Gala or whatever that was. The Met.
Taliban wouldn't let that happen.
The dresses, all that shit. And then I was looking at, there was a video of the Taliban hitting a lady with a stick. And I was like, I think.
I wouldn't even finish the joke. That's so good. That's so good right here. You know, Patrice wouldn't finish his joke. Patrice would leave it right there. He'd go, I think. Look, I think they'd have to stretch before this event.
I think we need a middle ground. So I think we've reached a point where the Taliban's not right.
Fuck.
But I think we're wrong too.
Do you realize what the Taliban would do if they first of all, they would love Kim Kardashian's outfit because her face was covered.
True.
Do you realize how the Taliban would lose someone should tag.
I think they might laugh. I think if they saw it, I don't know. I think they might be like, dude, you guys are fucked.
Okay.
But I did watch a video. They were nailing a lady with a stick.
Stop. Ready? Can I? Okay. You may need to edit this out. Can I be in the first Gillian Keeves? Can you have a guest in?
Yeah. We'll
dress as Taliban guys. And it is a YouTube Taliban reaction to Taliban watches the Met Gala for the first time. Like, okay. Well, I don't know what this is.
What is this?
I have no idea what this is. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, no. Who is Little Nas X?
Well, that's how I actually responded too. I mean, that was just, I was looking at my phone like, what the fuck? What is it? Dude, AOC's outfit and fucking, there was one lady that wore like a women's suffrage dress, just had like women's rights all over it.
Wait, hold on. So wait, AOC, okay, I actually liked AOC's dress because didn't she go to a place where all the rich people hang out and then go tax the rich?
Yeah.
I love it.
She paid $30,000 to go to it.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on.
And that dress,
hold on.
dress probably cost.
Wait, I didn't know you had to pay to go to this thing.
Yeah, I believe so.
I thought this was just.
I think the Met Gala is like a $30,000 ticket. I could be wrong.
No, fucking Google this. I thought it was like.
Yeah, they could have built a school, but instead they wore nice dresses.
Hold on. No, this has got to be impossible. So wait. See, this is why I have no convictions.
Oh my God, I was way off.
Holy shit. So Pete Davidson paid $30,000 to go to the Met Gala?
I bet somebody sponsors him. I bet
someone had to sponsor her then,
somebody
right?
who makes the dress or something.
So a table at the Met Gala costs $250,000 and an individual ticket costs $30,000.
Pull up. I would love to see some Met Gala stuff. Pull up.
I might save up and go. 30?
I can get a ticket.
We can go to the Met Gala.
I'm going naked.
Yeah. I'm wearing gym shorts, dude.
Wait, can we go to the Met Gala? You got to get an invitation first, right?
Man, I do like Timothy Chalamet. You like Timothy Chalamet?
Yeah, I do.
I like that boy,
dude. He's in the new Dune.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome. Dude, the kid can fucking act.
He can't, dude.
You know what's so funny is I didn't love him right away. When I first heard of him, I think it was because it was Timothy
Chalamet. Yeah, it sounds like someone you should hate.
Pete Davidson's outfit. Let's take a look, and we'll smash or pass.
Not for me. Guys. It's not for me.
I love it. It's a dress. I love that it's a dress. He does look a little bit like a nun.
That type of thing is not for me.
Pete Davidson can do no wrong in my eyes. I love that kid.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Except for the fact that he fucking put together a 9/11 fucking benefit and did not invited Segura over me. He's never even met Segura? Ugh.
I doubt he did the lineup.
Bookings.
Look at these boys.
Taliban would love this one.
Love that one. That's a good one. Oh, come on. You wouldn't want to go to the Met Gala? I would love to go to the Met Gala.
This is ridiculous.
I would love
I guess
to go
they
to the
know
Met Gala.
Did you see that? I mean, this.
So wait, they don't have to sit in these outfits. They walk there and put on jeans when they get in, right?
I'm not sure.
Oh my God.
Yeah, never mind.
By the way, this is the part of me that is, off-brand, right? When we talk about people going like,
This is the type of stuff you like.
I just think this is interesting. Like that's Kim Kardashian's. I saw hers.
I don't know.
So then tell me why I was wrong about AOC. Because she's hypocritical?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even really know who AOC is. I know that she's like a politician or something.
I think on a lot of stuff, she's fine.
Is she like, she must be,
She's pretty.
I really don't know.
But she...
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Yes.
Oh, she's from the Bronx, right? I know who she is. She's friends with Deezus and Miro.
Oh, nice.
I think she's from the Bronx. She from the Bronx?
I think she
Served as the U.S. representative for New York's 14th congressional district since 2019.
Yeah, she was born in the Bronx, but
See, this is
I
where
think they lean into that. I think she was born outside of New York,
really.
and I think her name was like Peggy.
No,
I believe, dude. You know the fucking De Blasio's name is like Wilhelm. All these people have fake names.
Oh, I should have done.
They're
that.
all psychos.
I should have done that.
Well, I think AOC's her. I think that's her real name, but
It's
I think
gotta
she used
be.
to.
No one
I
changes.
think she
their
went
name.
by
no one,
like.
no one changes their name to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
What are you talking about? You know how advantageous that would be for a. She's like an activist. She went down to the border and like cried at the fences.
Really? Wait, who's the other one that everyone
It's
hates?
all crazy.
Who's the other one that everyone
Well,
hates?
there's the other side of the. She's the left's. There's a lady like Marjorie Taylor or whatever.
I've heard of that name.
That lady's wild.
She's like
She's
she's
talking
a
about, like,
QAnon lady.
Jewish space lasers and shit.
What?
Shit rules, dude.
What?
So that's the thing. Like, look, I hate doing I'm not trying to get political.
No, but tell me about. I love learning about stuff like
But there's
this.
like so when people talk about like the right and the left, I like hanging out with the right way more. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if I sit down with dudes, and probably because of my ethnicity and because I'm cis,
yeah.
but if I sat down with two dudes and they were like, yo, we fucking love Trump, I'd be like, dude, let's get fucked up. Now, if I sat down with two dudes that were like, I love Hillary Clinton, I'd be like, this is gonna be a bad night. We're not gonna have fun.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Hillary Clinton. I think
Or
anyone,
like
anyone who's a big Hillary Clinton fan.
I love AOC. I'd be like, we're not gonna
pull up Norm Macdonald, Hillary Clinton, Bill OJ
on The View. Did you ever see him say it on The View?
No, Norm Macdonald, Bill Clinton, OJ joke. Have you seen this?
Probably.
Bill Clinton, OJ. Okay. No, God damn it. I wish he hadn't. Best delivered jokes on camera.
Here's one on The View where he's like, I'm trying to get that murderer out of the White House. And they're like, what do you mean? He's like, Bill Clinton killed a guy. And they're all like, you can't say that. He's like, I thought it was common.
He was I'm gonna attempt to do the joke. It's so fucking good. Wait, keep going. Maybe it's a Weekend Update joke. Oh no, this is definitely. No, it's not. His joke was he goes Bill. That's the best. Norm.
Yeah.
Let me see it.
This week of the O.J. Simpson trial, the infamous bloody glove was finally introduced into evidence. And O.J. didn't help his case any by blurting out, there it is, I've been looking all over for that thing.
Okay, that's not it. Oh, maybe this is. Anyway, Norm's joke was, is this it? No, this isn't it. So, by the way, I'm doing a whole open tabs dedicated to Norm. His joke was, O.J. Simpson met with Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton said, O.J., if I can help you with anything, please let me know. And O.J. said, well, Bill, same to you. And Bill goes, well, I have an idea. No, here's the problem is that
man.
I have so many friends. I have so many friends that I grew up with that are all conservative, that some of them I can be around and I can hang out with, but like they've gotten sober, they're Christian.
Oh, okay.
Like,
well, that
and
type of
it's like-
conservative sucks.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know.
That type of conservative sucks.
Here's the problem. You ready? Here's the distinct problem with my politics is my legit politics are comedy first, right?
Yeah.
So for instance, I was gobbling up Trump 2020 memorabilia.
Yeah.
I was buying it anytime
It's
I
funny.
saw it. Anytime I saw it, I'd buy it. And The problem with that is you move into a new house and you have people move you, and they are putting away 12-inch dildos, guns, Trump. Like, I look like a fucking lunatic on paper.
Sure.
But I get like, and then you don't even, the other problem is it's so all over your life that you don't even realize it. So like, I have a Trump sticker on my microwave in here, and Miss Pat came in and with like 3 other black women, and they see something and they just go, and you don't even realize it's there, and you're like, oh, it's a joke. Like, I bought it. I was in Arizona. Like, I put up a Trump flag. My daughters were gone.
Okay.
I put up
You really leaned into this bit. You're like, I voted for him. I donated. I mean, the whole bit was crazy.
It's like Jordan Rubin's joke. Jordan Rubin has a joke. He goes, I went to a gay bar the other day, and it was great because this guy started hitting on me, and I was like, fuck it. So I started hitting on him back just as a joke, right?
Yeah.
And then he's like, can I buy you a drink? He's like, yeah, I'll let you buy him a drink. And then he bought him a drink, but he's like, whatever. And then he's like, I'll take you back to my room and suck your dick. And I was like, okay. So he sucks my dick, and he's like, joke's on him. I'm not gay. How about Norm telling Larry Macdonald he's a closeted gay man?
When Norm was saying that he was gay?
Have you ever seen?
Yeah.
I mean,
He's
Norm
like,
might be the
closeted gay man.
I'm a very
Like, you're telling me you're gay. He's like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
Dude, everything he did. The podcast he was doing, the Norm Macdonald Live or Norm Macdonald Show, those, if you just go on YouTube and look at the compilations of, just type in worst jokes compilations. Dude, there's one with Funkhauser. What was his name? The guy from Curb that also died. Funkhauser. Do you ever watch Curb?
Never saw Curb.
Oh, okay.
Never saw an episode of Curb.
It's phenomenal.
Really?
Yeah, it's very funny. But there's a guy, and they do this thing where they read jokes at the end of the show. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, of course.
And he makes them read it and all that stuff. But there's one with Funkhauser. He's like, I'm going to fuck this up. But he's like, a very large gold chain would be a very nice gift for an expensive slave. And he's like, you can't say that. Who's writing this? You can't say that.
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't write it.
Yeah, that was the bit.
That was the bit.
That
every
was the
time
bit. I didn't write it.
Every time they would go, who wrote this? And you go, some guy.
Well, you know what's so funny about Norm is he really did deconstruct things.
Yeah.
Like when we did the cabin, I had writers write jokes for me.
Yeah.
And I really said some horrible stuff, especially to Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah.
And there really is. And I think of it now and I go,
especially to Caitlyn Jenner.
I said some pretty aggressive stuff. And
What'd you say?
I don't want to go over it. But she was cool as shit about it.
Yeah.
But if someone got those and she didn't laugh, no one laughed. Nikki Glaser was like, oh.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? I thought someone wrote it.
Well, we're having fun.
Yeah, I'm working right now, people.
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing my fucking job.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about Norm is that he kind of deconstructed the joke. Like, I didn't write it.
Yeah. There's literally a whole compilation of who wrote this.
Yeah.
Because every single guest would say the same thing. They'd read a joke and be like, you wrote this? He'd be like, nah, I didn't write it.
Yeah.
Some guy. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I think what I love.
It sucks. He was like one of my favorites, easily. Like, he was the best.
Do you remember when you discovered him?
I went to, Dirty Work came out when I was young.
Yeah, but not just saw him for the first time. I meant discovered how brilliant he was.
Yeah, the first time I realized that he was the best was my sister was the one who used to take me to comedy. Like, she was in college and Chappelle came to her college. I was like a sophomore, freshman in high school. She brought me. I got like drunk and got to see Chappelle in like a gym at Susquehanna University. And wow. But then she took me to see Norm at Helium in Philly years ago. And he walked out. He was like, I wish I would have had that ham sandwich. Anyway, and just started his show.
Yeah.
And then there were a lot of times where the crowd didn't get
him at all.
And just me and my sister were in the back just crying, laughing the whole fucking show. And it was like, it's the best.
Did you ever hear
it's like the best feeling.
Did you ever hear the story about Norm meeting George Burns?
No.
I love this.
What happened?
So Norm told this on radio. So I was such a big fan of Norm's. I discovered him I knew who he was. I liked him. I knew that he gambled. I knew that he all the things about him I was on board with. That's who I am.
Yeah.
And I was like, I like that guy that you can't really put your finger on. And he may not show up. I like that. I like that energy. And then I discovered him on that, obviously, one of the greatest talk show moments ever when he's on with what's her name?
The lady?
She's doing
chairman of the board. Yeah.
Norm, you got a joke about that? That is board spelled Bored. and it was, and then I went, I got up and I was like, holy shit. And then I started Googling Norm Macdonald, and everything he did made me laugh. And I went, oh my God. So he goes to do my buddy Cowhead's, my Cowhead's radio show. Cowhead texts me. He would text me if there was someone on that I liked, and he would let me call in and I could listen to their radio interview. This is before any satellite, anything on the internet.
Yeah.
So like Geraldo would come in. I just wanted to hear, like, with guys like Geraldo or Burr. Like I was friends with Burr, but I still wanted to hear how they did radio.
Yeah.
Because I'd seen other guys do radio, and I was like, am I doing too much energy? Like, should you sit in the pocket? And it was like, I mean, this is really horrible to say, but it was like watching other people's sets going like, I've never seen other people do radio. And so he calls me and he goes, Norm Macdonald's coming in. And I was like, oh, fuck. So Norman comes in, and I must have been a little buzzed on something. and he goes, did I ever tell you about the time I met George Burns? And Cowhead goes, no, what happened? He goes, well, I was a young comic, and I had a little heat, and they said to me, George Burns wants to do your movie. And he goes, George Burns? Cigar smoking George Burns? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, George Burns. And he's like, well, wait, how old is he? And they're like, well, he's 95. And Norm's like, he can do a movie? And they're like, oh, no, he is with it. He's with it. He is as sharp as a tack, agile. I mean, he's a smart guy. He doesn't miss a beat at 95 or however old he was at the time. So Norm goes, okay. And they're like, he's going to fly you out to LA. You're going to go to his country club. You're going to pitch him the movie. By the way, all the comedy legends are going to be sitting at his table.
Yeah.
And so he goes, okay. So he flies out to LA. He's a young kid, goes to this country club, Beverly Hills Country Club or something. That's definitely not it, because I know that country club, but he goes to the country club, and he shows up to the table, and it is comedy legends. I mean, like the fucking who's who of comedy. And as a comedy fan, he's just like, oh my God, I'm going to pitch my movie in front of all these guys. George Burns shows up, totally lucid. And he goes, guys, this right here is the future of comedy. And he's like, everyone's like, whoa.
Yeah.
And so George Burns sits down, and Norm stands up, and he starts pitching his movie, and it's killing. He's like, I'm about to make a movie with George Burns. George Burns is laughing. Everyone else is laughing because George is laughing. And halfway through his pitch, he looks over, and George Burns is buttering his hand. he goes, no one's making this movie. This isn't gonna happen. He goes, George Burns is buttering his hand.
Just my luck.
And by the way, I'm certain there's probably a better version of that story, more accurate.
No,
I birded it up a little bit.
It's hilarious.
But I heard it on radio. I'm crying laughing because he tells it with the Norm cadence.
Yeah.
Oh, what a great fucking dude. He walked in.
This is how he talked about it.
Oh.
Now, who should I see there but George Burns?
Yeah.
Yeah. That.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny too, because I think that style of comedy, because you couldn't tell if he was the joke, if he was joking with you. You couldn't tell if he was fucking with you. There was a.
Yeah, he always had that. Like he would say, he's like, he never drank. He would say stuff like that constantly. And it's like, did he?
Yeah.
I think he did. I'm almost certain, but I have no idea.
He came in and he walked into the backstore of the store one time. And someone said, Norm, can you get some drink? He goes, no, sober. He looks at him, goes, Joe, what you got in that pen? And he goes, oh, it's marijuana. And he goes, oh, I'll take a hit. And he took it, and Joe goes, it's really strong. And Norm just goes, Bill Clinton killed a man. And we're like, what the fuck? He just was so fucking great. But the thing is that I wonder what percentage of comics have it. Okay. The comic spirit, meaning like everything is about the joke. There's a lot of guys like I would argue 100% John Mulaney has the comic spirit. As despite the businessman that he is,
Yeah.
I think his whole intent, and I really don't know John other than a few passing hellos, but everything I see about him is joke first. The fact that Royal Watch thing he did with Seth Meyers, I felt exactly like he did about, because I was watching The Crown at the same time. So like, but what percentage of comics, Big J Okerson is joke first?
Yeah. Ari.
Ari is to a fault.
Ari is to a fault. Yeah. It's a major fault.
Yeah. And he is upset with you when you don't get it.
For sure. But sometimes I get it and it's you know. But
so by the way, you're telling that to me, who, I mean, Ari has done things to me, not besides drugging me, has done things to me where I
wish
go,
someone would fucking drug me with Molly.
What you wish?
Oh, I love Molly.
Oh, fucking not after everyone just died from fentanyl.
True.
Now I'm off. But I remember one time he pulled that ass rag out of his asshole.
Yeah, that sucks.
Tried to put it in my mouth.
That sucks.
And I'm like, that's not cool.
Yeah, that's not funny.
That's not funny.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fight. You have to fight.
But Ari,
like not a bit.
Ari, the joke for Ari can go up to the fight.
Yeah.
And then if you get upset, I think that's when Ari starts enjoying it.
Dude, I've said it a bunch of times, but Ari with the Kobe thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because even I've said this too. Like, even despite me being canceled and being taken out of context and everyone piling on,
throwing you and him up.
I do it constantly. Like, I'm still like, if I see someone getting canceled, I'm like, oh, what'd they do? And I'll see it, and my first gut reaction is like, that's actually really fucked up. You know what I mean? Like,
really?
Still just for like a minute, and then I'm like, what the fuck, dude? What am I talking about? But like with Ari's with Kobe, like,
gotta go and look. You're amateur. Nope. There you go.
It didn't.
2004.
Whatever.
Ooh,
it's a big one.
It's a big one.
Let me see mine. Toss me up next to him. There's no way his is bigger.
You got him.
Yeah.
You got him.
Barely, though. That's surprising. As far as like comedy first and being like pure like that, it took me a minute and then the longer it's gone on, and the longer people have been upset.
Him?
I did. Hold on. I got to justify what I'm saying about Ari.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
I don't want it to sound like I'm trashing Ari.
No. You know what? We're done. I think it's a good point.
The Kobe thing. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Fuck him. No, the Kobe thing, like at first I was like, this is kind of fucked up. And then I just like, obviously I'm friends with him. So I wasn't like, what the fuck, Ari?
Yeah.
But like, after like a couple of days, and then the more anger it was bringing, and the more people like crying and being like, what the fuck? I was like, all right, it's starting to get funny. like as soon as like a club was getting like a bomb threat, I was like, all right, I see.
That was a good one. That's a good one. That was a good one. I am back in therapy. And I got to be dead honest with you. I do online therapy, and it is so much easier for me because I don't end up resenting the therapy itself. For me, online therapy allows me the opportunity to do it when I want to. And by the way, it's just literally 1 hour of my day, not a 30-minute drive and then an hour or some time waiting because you want to get there earlier, and then a 30-minute drive in traffic that you got to try to book in, shove in your day. That's a 2-hour commitment. Here's why I love BetterHelp. BetterHelp has helped myself and several people I know get through some difficult times. If you're someone who feels like you need to talk to a certified professional about your personal issues, BetterHelp is here for you. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. And by the way, that is just as good as on camera, is just as good as off camera, because quite honestly, I do it a lot of times on my treadmill, so I'm killing two birds with one stone. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can start communicating with your therapist in under 48 hours. Why invest in everything else and not your mind, right? I mean, think about it. All the things you invest in, a better pillow, a better blanket, a better car, a better house. Dude, the mind is the one thing that helps you get all those things. Why not invest in that? This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and Bertcast listeners can get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/Bert. That's BetterHelp.com/Bert. We recently received our Helix mattress. We put it in our guest bedroom, and that has become the sleeping bedroom. It was so easy to put together. I remember the days when you had to get a mattress on the top of your car and hold it on with your buddy and drive slow as crap down Monroe Street and hope that it didn't fly off. I got a mattress at a place that was throwing away mattresses, and I was like, free king-size mattress. Who doesn't want that? This was so easy. It was delivered to our door in a box. We moved the box into the room, opened the box, open the mattress, and it was literally set up within a matter of minutes. And it is the most comfortable fucking mattress you could ever imagine. We fight to sleep in that room. My wife gets it every night, and then I sleep in the master bedroom because I snore. And she gets, and you can tell it's changed her personality. There's so many things. If you're looking for a mattress, if you want to go to Helix, all you do, very easy. You take a quiz, you order the mattress that matches to you, and that mattress comes right to your door shipped for free. You don't even need to go to a mattress store again. Bam, told you that. Helix is awesome, but you don't need to take my word for it. They were voted the #1 best overall mattress pick of 2020 by GQ and Wired, and Helix has been recommended by multiple leading chiropractors and doctors of sleep medicine as the go-to solution for improving your sleep. All you got to do, go to helixsleep.com/Bert, take their 2-minute sleep quiz. They're going to match you to a customized mattress. It's going to give you the best sleep of your life. You can ask my wife. They have a 10-year warranty. 10-year warranty. They have a 10-year warranty. Wow. Holy, are you serious? They have a 10-year warranty, and you get to try it out for 100 nights risk-free. They'll even pick it up so you don't, if you don't love it, but you will. You're going to love it. Trust me. Leanne loves it. Helix is even financing options and flexible payment plans, so a great night's sleep is never far away. Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/Bert. I still remember. I remember his. You know, I don't think any of the fucking outside stuff bothered him at all. What I think bothered him was the insular comics not coming to his defense. Sure. And I was one of them.
I've lost a lot. I lost a couple friends over SNL.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that like didn't stand up for me, that they know I would have done that for them.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you write their names down on a piece of paper so I know who they are? It's funny because it's a weird thing. Like, when Tom gets canceled, and this will be soon.
Yeah.
But there are some ride or dies that you kind of have to have, you know, like, but the question is, it's like, I remember watching people do it for people.
Yeah.
I remember watching, bleep both these names out. I remember watching Back Up, and it backfired so bad that you're like, I actually don't know what you just tweeted. You know, that is, sure. It's really fucking fascinating.
And it still happens. Like, I'll put out a special and then some fucking right-wing psycho will retweet it and be like, this is comedy. And it's like, all right, well, thanks, but not you.
Not you.
please don't.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Because I don't, you know, I try to keep all my shit in a corner, and then not, and like just go like all my opinions about stuff. Like, I know very clearly that if I go on this podcast today with you and we talk about certain subjects, that what people will do is it'll get clipped out and it'll be viewed millions of times. And it's a great way to sell tickets.
Yeah.
It's just not the business I want to be in.
Yeah.
And you know, and I've been caught up in it. I've done it on accident where especially when you go on someone's show who's never met you, and they can ask you questions because you don't know them.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, it's not a question I want to answer or be on the record for. And then you're a little buzzed, and all of a sudden you say something about a friend of yours and it doesn't come out the way they want it to.
I've done that, and I've had to apologize.
I've had to apologize.
Yeah, especially like if you talk shit on a friend. Like,
even just a guy you barely know. Like, you kind of know. I had one guy hit me up and he's like, hey man, I know we're not like best friends or anything, but I thought we were at least cool enough where you wouldn't say something. And I was like, I don't even know what I said. I really didn't. I don't even remember. And I was like, and I didn't want to watch it again. I just wanted to be like, look, my intentions were to kind of dodge the fucking question. Yeah. And so I just apologized. I was like, it's not my intention, and I'm really sorry.
You want to know what's funny?
Yeah.
The way I know my special is doing well and is like respected in comedy is a lot of people have apologized to me in the last like week. Really? A lot of people who threw me under the bus have randomly DM'd and texted and been like, I'm sorry. And it's like, you fucking pussy. No, and I get it. Because I've trashed people.
Yeah.
I've trashed a ton of people.
Oh, I've trashed tons
Dude,
of people.
when my podcast started, I was an open micer in Philly. That was good. I was good at stand-up. I was better than where I was.
Yeah.
My talent exceeded my station as an open micer in Philly. So I was just disgruntled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how it works. I mean, you still have it. Like to this day, like there's still parts of you that are like, what the fuck are they doing with all that? I should have that. Like there's still that. Disgusting.
There is a fucking.
Thank God I've done it. It's dissipated. I've lost it quite a bit.
Yeah.
Because when I fucking started, dude, I was just like, fuck them. They suck.
Let me tell you.
And then you'd run into them or you'd see them. Like I would trash someone special. I'd be like, this special stinks. Fuck them. And then you see them on stage in real life and you're like, all right, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
Living with 5 dudes in West Philly, trashing people.
I think there's a point in a career where you aren't getting the opportunities. You're seeing people that are your peers, your exact age, even
Sure.
younger than you, getting opportunities. And you're going like, why the fuck am I not getting these opportunities? And you know, it's so funny. There's a guy.
Which is such a fucking chick mentality.
There's a guy that trashed me
Yeah.
to Segura. Trashed me.
Yeah.
So bad, Segura had to edit it out. And then kept some in just so that I know who it was.
Yeah.
And I was like, what did I do to that guy? I thought we were friends.
Yeah.
And it's not a representation of our friendship, or it's a representation of how he feels about himself in the industry.
Yeah, that's how it is.
And you just go like, and by the way, I saw him right after that, and my feelings had changed about him, and he was like the nicest guy. He's like, "Oh, what's up, Bert?"
Yeah.
Gave me a big hug, and I was like, wow. And
That's all it is too. Once you see someone in person, like I had a thing, I was like talking shit with like Godfrey back and forth.
Yeah.
Like he had called me like a Klansman when I was getting fired. So then I went on, I was like, fuck him, whatever. He stinks, like all that.
Yeah.
And then I just saw him in person. I was like, because we both knew that was going on. And so I saw him and I was like, I don't care. Like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I shouldn't have publicly said all that shit. And he was like, yeah, me neither. And that was it.
Yeah,
And that's all it takes.
Because Godfrey did that to Ari hardcore, and to Joe.
Really?
He went after Joe too.
Well, he's wild.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he is.
He's wild.
Yeah,
He's like jacked and 55.
he's not 55.
I think he's old.
No,
55 might be wrong. He looks fucking.
Godfrey. By the way, Godfrey
might be 20 years older than me.
You're
And
totally
looks-
right. Is that Godfrey is when you forget Godfrey on stage is a fucking hurricane.
Yeah. It's 52.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
No
He's
way.
an Adonis.
He's in
He's-
great.
He's,
He is great. By the
also,
way.
hey, I'll tell you this, because it was at the cellar, and I was like, all right, I got to fucking get this done. I got to say, like, I don't want to.
He
I don't
is
want to.
such a good looking man.
Yeah, he is. I was like, I don't want to have like a beef in comedy. That's about as fucking lame as it gets. So I was like, I'm gonna go up to him. I'm gonna say whatever I said. It wasn't like solemn. I wasn't like,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I was just like, look, none of that's real. I don't care. But I was waiting for him. He was on stage, and I never like. I've seen Godfrey a couple times, but I was never like in the room with him, and he's fucking jacked.
Oh, he's jacked.
And I
Very
was-
jacked.
I was just standing there waiting. I was like, is he gonna fuck me up when he gets off stage?
And he's a black belt in Hapkido.
Dude, he would murder me.
Yeah.
So while I'm standing there, I'm like, dude, I might get my ass beat right now.
I don't think Godfrey's afraid.
No, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not afraid.
Yeah, he's not afraid to throw hands.
He's not afraid
at all.
But he gets off stage, and before I even got to say a word, he was like, ah, like it was that. It was right away.
Godfrey's a very sweet dude.
Yeah.
But he does. You're right. He does get wild. Like he's
wild.
Good. Type in
He's 52.
Godfrey
You're gonna be wild,
hairstyles.
dude.
Type in Godfrey hairstyle. He is a guy who has had a bunch of different. He's great head of hair. Great. Never mind. Fucking
Whatever.
I wish I had hair like Godfrey. He has had such different cool hairstyles. Just go to images of Godfrey and go through. I'll tell you my least favorite Godfrey hairstyle. No, that's my favorite. That's my favorite. I like that. Okay. Go back. I like by the way, no one can see what we're talking
I
about.
know.
Everyone's listening to this going like,
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I didn't like the faux hawk. I never liked the faux hawk.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite. But you gotta remember that I knew that. And by the way, that's not the faux hawk. There was a period where he had like the Wesley Snipes from Demolition Man, and but no, I liked the that one. Go below. The one just go straight down to the right, up to the left. That one, that's my favorite. That's
You like that?
Yeah, I like that a lot.
you
But
kiss him?
that's the Godfrey I know. Like that's what he wore. When you can tell by the necklace. You can see the necklace. You can date him by the necklace. But that's the Godfrey I remember seeing every day.
What was he out? He was out here.
No, he was in New York. I started with him.
Yeah.
I didn't start with him. He was already well ahead of me. But he was. I worked the door when he was a regular. And so the rule was if I brought in 25 people, I could go up before Godfrey.
That's awesome.
Right before Godfrey. And it was a great spot because Godfrey, everyone was excited to see Godfrey. He fucking destroys.
He kills.
I remember
He kills for a long time too. He'll just fucking run the light, just murder. There's a couple of those guys at the Cellar that do that. That you just
Greer Barnes is one of the best comics I've ever seen perform. A guy that literally walks in a room, grabs everyone in his hand and goes, "You're coming with me."
Yeah.
And it is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's a lesson. It is a real lesson. And I got to tell you, the one of the most important things when you're a young comic is to watch great fucking comics. Dude, great comics. Like
Attell. I get to watch Attell. I get to watch Attell like when I'm in New York, I get to watch Attell like every night. And he goes on and just he takes a recorder out and he takes it out of his jacket and it's crazy.
I would sit.
It's so good.
I would do my spots before I started working the door at Boston Comedy Club. I would every night be at the Cellar in the back table watching Attell at like 11:50, whatever.
Yeah, it goes on late.
Yeah, and every fucking night, and I would record him.
Did he used to talk to the comics? Because he does that. I don't know how long he's been doing that. Like
no.
Whoever went on before him.
Never.
So like now, and I'll do it on purpose a lot. So like he can talk to me. So I'll like hang out in the back, and then I'll be like, he'll ask a question, be like, Shane, what do you think of vibrators?
Yeah.
Or like something like that. And what's funny is he does improv, kind of, but like no matter what I say, he's like, shut up. Like,
yeah,
he does this thing where he makes you feel like you're bombing for it, like he's like, wow, great material, Shane. Yeah, I don't keep going. Like,
the last time
it works because it hurts. It's like you're in the back, like fuck, I'm ruining it.
The last time the last time I was there, he asked me to come up on stage with him, and I was way too hammered.
You said no?
I said no. I was like, no, because I have a rule. I don't go up wasted drunk on stage.
Yeah.
Because if I'm wasted, then it's never as funny as everyone thinks it's going to be. Yeah. The first time I walked through, I'd been written up in Rolling Stone as the #1 party animal in the country. I moved to New York. I walk up. I meet Dimitri Martin. I had a dream. I ran into Dimitri Martin yesterday.
He's deceptively old.
No, he's not. He's 48.
Yeah, he looks like he's fucking.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, he does. I was like, wait, he's my age.
The first time I looked up Dimitri Martin's age, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he looks like he's 32.
I was off like a decade.
Yeah, he looks.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing. When you found out Norm was 61, I was like, oh, I thought he was like 50 something.
61.
Like, I guess that's what it is. How old's David Spade? David Spade
He's probably 60.
No.
55.
Wait, how old's Sandler? How old Sandler's got to be?
Spade's 57.
Sandler's not in his 40s. I'm thinking Sandler's in his 40s.
Dude, Sandler's got to be 57. 55.
No, 40, 49.
Sandler's 55.
55.
No fucking way. Adam Sandler's
The best, dude.
the best.
I ate a weed edible this week, and so last year around Halloween, I watched Hubie Halloween. Have you seen it? It's one of Sandler's.
Oh
Netflix.
yeah. Yeah, I did.
So I put it on thinking like, all right, this is going to be the worst piece of shit I've ever seen. I mean, it's a kid's Halloween movie.
Yeah.
And it's phenomenal.
It's great.
Hubie Halloween's so funny.
It's fucking great.
And then, but it doesn't mix well with, because when I take weed, I have a bad experience 99% of the time.
For real?
Yeah, I hate it. I just get only negative.
Oh,
Only negative.
I sometimes do, but
So I took this weed edible and I was with my lady and I was like, we're going to watch Hubie Halloween tonight. Wait till you see how good this is. Like 4 minutes in, I was in my head like, I look like a fucking retard. This I was like, this is the worst fucking movie of all time. All my insecurities about Hubie Halloween came out.
oh,
Dude, I'm telling you, Hubie Halloween holds up.
it's such a great movie.
It's so funny.
And by the way, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say every Adam Sandler movie holds up. I mean, they're all good in that even like what.
Dude, I saw Waterboy 4 times at least.
That's a great. I mean, that's,
in theater.
That's a great movie. But I'm saying like even ones like Jack and Jill.
I don't know if I've ever even seen Jack and Jill.
Well, what happens is it comes out in the theaters and then it gets trashed and no one wants to watch it, right?
Yeah.
And it's only getting trashed because it's Adam Sandler and the critics want to fucking beat him up.
3% on Rotten Tomatoes. Which makes it funnier. It's making it
Jack
funnier.
and Jill is. I watched it and I'm crying, laughing, going, Jill is Adam Sandler.
It's like the Sixth Sense. You put it together. There's a twist at the end. You're like, wait, Jill's been Adam Sandler this whole time?
I had the best experience at the Sixth Sense. I went with a girl that I was dating. I wish I could remember her name. I got a picture of her. She's pretty hot and really awesome. Very Italian, from Chicago. It was like, God damn it, man. I wish I could find out what she's doing now, what she looks like, what her life's like. Because she will be a great mom. She was smart as fuck, and I bet she still works, and I bet they have a fucking huge house.
Nice.
But she took me, she goes, we got to see this movie, The Sixth Sense. I knew nothing about Sixth Sense, right?
Yeah.
Sold out movie theater. Sitting in between, I'm sitting next to this black dude with dreadlocks. Sitting with her, next to me is black dude with dreadlocks. Me and the black dude get that he's dead at the exact same time. At the identical same time. That's why you haven't been here the whole time, whatever. And then all of a sudden I go, and I hear the black guy go, oh. And I look at him and he goes, and I said, and he goes, he's dead. And I go, he's dead. And by the way, we get it so timed perfectly that in the movie theater, everyone starts going, like it starts to raise energy. We get done the movie, me and the black guy stand out. We do not know each other. Yeah. Stand out on the corner. It's the movie theater on like 17th and fucking 3rd or whatever. Or 17th and 5th. Above, like 4 blocks above Union Square.
Okay.
That's where the movie theater is. We stand on the corner, me and this black dude, and we break down the movie to each other and solve it riddle for. Oh, that's why he didn't see him. Like, because we had to. There was no internet where you could just go through and get all the answers. Me and this dude, and then I was like, we should go get a drink and talk more about this. And he was like, I don't drink.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not gay.
Yeah, it's like, what, are you gonna try to kiss me? And then he curb stomped me. This is fucking. I'm gonna tell you a story.
Have you heard Bargatze's joke about Sixth Sense?
No. Wait.
About he's like how bad marriage is. Yeah. That the Sixth Sense, we all just assumed they hadn't talked to each other for like 5 years. Like he sits down at dinner, they don't even speak, she leaves. Yeah. You're gonna kill me. I have to pee again.
Go pee.
This sucks. And we're back.
What
vodka's doing well.
Vodka's perfect. It's always better when you drink on a podcast.
Yes.
My problem is I do podcasts. I do so many podcasts a day. Not today, but like that it at one point I was like, I think I'm not gonna be able to drink for all of these. Because I was like, I'm drinking way too much. Yeah. But I've already kind of written off the fucking week. Yeah. It was like we had a screening. It was supposed to be like yesterday morning for the movie, and I was like, I'm not doing, because I'm gonna drink at the screening. I'm not gonna watch my movie sober. Like for the first cut, I'm not gonna fucking sit through the first cut, watch it sober, and then give you sober notes.
Damn, I can't even imagine watching a movie. Like a special sucks. I never had to do that. I never had to watch my own special.
What about this one? You didn't watch it?
I did. I had to do this.
It's rough. It's rough. It's rough, right?
It's the worst thing ever.
Yeah. So I have when I do a special, I have a magic sauce that I do. I bring Leanne. I bring cocktails. Yeah. And so we sit down, crack it, talk to the editor about. I get him to fill me in down everything. First cocktail. As soon as I feel a little bit of buzz, I go, all right, let's play it. until we start playing it. And Leanne has a very, she's an invaluable human being to me.
Yeah.
On it, we're going through a really good married period right now.
Oh, that's
like,
great.
Yeah, like for whatever reason, I think I got grounded because I've been gone for so long. I think I got grounded and it made her relax a little bit.
Yeah.
I made everyone relax a little bit. We had a great morning this morning. I woke up early with my daughters, watched Georgia make breakfast. I made myself an egg sandwich and we talked. It was a really great morning. Isla was a little bit of a bitch, but she was a lot of
I was a bitch who almost ruined it, but yeah.
For real. I mean, her and Leanne almost got into a fucking fight.
Nice.
And then, but Leanne is very, almost like a serial killer, is like very detached from the art. She's seen it. She knows it's good. It's good. We're going to be fine. And then she'll be like, all right, cut. Just chop all that shit out. You don't need that shit. And you're like,
dude,
I'm like, hold on. You sure?
It's so funny. It's so funny to have like a family. Like, so I don't have anybody. So the special is just me.
Yeah.
It's funny that you have like Malice defeated. You're like, all right, guys, come watch this. And then they have to sit there and be like, like if it sucks, they have to sit there and be like, fuck, we're gonna lose everything.
I think Leanne, I think part of Leanne's detachment, emotional detachment from the special is that she goes, this is how we make money for the next year. And she just wants it to be the best it can be. And she goes, I know the material's good. Let's get to it. Cut this. And
wow.
Like, she'll be like, I don't need it. Like really dismissive.
Wow.
And I'm like, well, I think that's a good part. Like there was a good chunk about our dogs and our cats in this special, in the Latin Hey Big Boy. She's like, it's too long. And I was like, but they're your dogs and cats too. Like, don't you
want them to get some attention?
Yeah. And then she just she's really phenomenal at it. And by the way, she did it with the cabin. She did it with Hey Big Boy, Secret Time, and The Machine. She edited all of them. I give notes, like I guess I have final call. I don't really know what I'm seeing.
I know it's hard. I didn't know that. Because again, this is the first time I've ever looked at a special. But I was like, I would write notes and be like, what do you guys think? Like I'd be like, we could do with this joke or do without it. I don't care. What do you guys think? And everybody would be like, no, it's your decision. And I'd be like, I've said this 1,000 times.
Yeah.
I don't think it's funny.
I don't think anything.
I think it's funny. I'm laughing when everyone else is laughing because it's fun. I'm like happy on stage.
Yeah.
But like when I sit down and watch it by myself, I'm like, this is terrible. And then it's funny. The first time I watched the first draft of my special, I was like, oh shit. Like I suck. I was like, this whole time I was like, I'm good at this. I'm really good at this. I'm excited to put this out and have people see it. Then I watched the special for the first time and I was like, I'm not going to put this out. This is terrible. But then had a couple drinks and watched it with my friends.
Yeah.
And as soon as they started laughing, I was like,
you know, it's so funny is once I get Leanne's first pass, and by the way, and I say Leanne's, I should be fair to myself, is that I'm not just some bystander. I'm giving notes also.
Yeah, but when you hear someone else
go like, it's going to be fine. It's a great special. And you're like, I don't think so. I think it's horrible. All I could, and this is why I am nervous about watching the screening is we watch dailies and I would be like, oh my God, everyone in the room would be laughing. And I'd be like, this is so bad. And then one of my co-stars said to me, that was great. What are you talking about? And I was like, did you see how baggy my eyes were? And she goes,
God.
she's like, wait, you just looked at yourself the whole time?
Yeah, of course.
And I was like, yeah. And she goes, have you ever watched a movie and just stared at one person? And I went, no. She goes, you weren't looking at the, and I can't say the thing, but all the things in the things going off the things. And I was like, no, I was looking at my hair.
No, people are going to think I look ugly.
Yeah. And they were like, you do look ugly.
Yeah,
that's why it's funny.
What do you think? You're like a dreamboat?
Yeah. And but it's by the second pass of the special where I've given my notes, then you start getting hope and you go like, okay.
Hope. That's not a good thing. You know, never want hope. That's like Norm.
Really?
Yeah. Sorry.
But I go at the second pass, I go, oh, this could be really good. Like if I can figure out this chunk's losing me, if I can figure that out, and luckily I shoot 4 specials. Do you want to know what I had an epiphany? So Chappelle signs these deals for specials, And he puts a lot of the money back into the special to make the special the best thing you've ever seen. And in essence, what I realized is he is cementing himself as the GOAT in comedy, because not a lot of comics are willing to say Netflix gives me $20 million to go, I'll make a $20 million special, and go, a movie costs $20 million. Why wouldn't we make it? Why wouldn't I film it as many times as I could? Why wouldn't I give myself the best swings best at bats as possible? Why wouldn't I pick the best location? So many times you get a location where they're like, you should do this in Chicago. And you're like, well, I was just in Chicago like 3 months ago. And they're like, that's fine. It's fine. And I go, no, that's not fine. Like, I it's so funny. I said it to Rogan, and I said, I'd like to do my special where no one's seen the material.
That's why I did it in Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never did a weekend in Austin.
It's like they laugh at the first time.
Yeah, they're like, you should do it in Philly. And I'm like, I've run it in Philly. And even if they've, like, the audience there, in my own head, I'm like, they've heard this. And the second I think the audience has heard my material before, I'm like, this sucks. The show sucks.
I would never go to a market and do the ssame material twice. Why would I shoot my special?
I have.
Well, yeah, but you're young.
I'm running the same hour everywhere.
It takes you 10 years to write your first hour.
Yeah.
And then I would argue another 5 to write your second.
That's exactly where I'm at. That was like 10 years.
Yeah. 10 years
Yeah.
I did my first special, Comfortably Dumb. 2 or 3 bits I still am super proud of.
Yeah.
But the majority of it's kind of like, majority of it is not, it's not my voice yet.
Mm-hmm.
The machine is more my voice than that one. And then Secret Time's my voice.
Yeah.
And then Hey Big Boy is like, Hey Big Boy, I think is even more my voice. And I go, but I need to like distance myself from my voice and make it. The next one needs to be, and I think I have enough time between now and when I shoot my next special to really dial in this hour. That's what you want. You want the hour, then you want the offer, then you want a year or so to fucking 18 months to work on it. I don't have that much time, but I have enough time where you go, oh, I can fucking really make this good.
Yeah.
Like if you put in the work. That's why I'll tell you what, it's so important to videotape yourself and watch yourself on camera.
I know. That's the advice is always record it and listen to it. And I can't.
But
I know I should. It's the same thing. It's like, you should write jokes. And I'm like, no, I can't.
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, but write jokes is in, like, I remember I called stand-up one time. I've said this a million times. And I call stand-up. I go, what are you doing? He goes, I'm just writing goofs. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, I'm trying to write a knock-knock joke.
Stanhope?
And I went, really? And he was like, yeah, we're as funny as those guys. I should be able to do this. And I was like, what do you got so far? And he's like, nothing good. And I was like, oh, yeah. I don't have to sit and try to write for my act. I can just write for goofy shit.
Sure.
And then see if it finds a way into my act. Like, and some days I was telling Tom, I told Leanne the other day, and I told Tom and I didn't realize it was a bit. And I told Leanne and I realized, oh, this could be a bit. But I misread words a lot. So like I told Tom the story is, it's true. I was in a fucking strip mall and I had extra time and I know what to do.
Yeah.
And I saw this place called Beard Brothers. And I was like, oh, I just trimmed the other day. But I was like, oh, I actually need my beard trimmed. I'm like, and I'm not on TV for a while. I was like, I might actually go to a beard place and let them do it and see how they do it. Like normally I won't do it because I'm very particular about how I look on television. But I'm not on TV for like fucking 2 months.
Yeah.
2 months probably. So I go, I'm going to let them do it. And so I walked in and I was like, this is not a barbershop. I go, this is a bakery.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And then I look up and it says Bread Brothers. So I told it to Leanne. And as I told it to Leanne, I went, oh, I can skinny this up.
That's a joke.
And turn it into, do you ever like to find a way to skinny it up so it's not this? That's my problem. All my jokes are in story form. Like,
it's not a problem though. People like that.
Yeah, but it's funny. Even you telling your story about your sister going to rehab it's so good because it doesn't feel like a story, but it is a story, but it doesn't feel like a stereotypical story. You'll see some guys tell stories and you can see that they've watched people tell stories and they tell a story the way the other people tell stories. You know, I'm not going to give you exact names, but I can tell you guys right now who you're like, oh, they can. But like that story is such a good fucking.
I've got a story right now. I'm trying to make a joke. It's about, I went to. Yeah, maybe I should.
No.
I have like 4 minutes of new material. Maybe I should burn it right
now.
No,
burn it.
No, yeah, I will. Dude, I went to Mount Vernon. I went to George Washington's house, his plantation.
Really?
Yeah, I went to. You visit George Washington's house. And,
where's Mount Vernon?
It's around DC. It's on the Potomac.
Oh.
And it's beautiful, but it's actually a pretty shitty house.
Wow.
It's a shitty house. It's from fucking 1770. It's like shitty. But I went in there and I'll fast forward the whole thing. But
Nope.
There's a part where I got in there and they have reenactors, and I'm the only one there. Like this is a Monday in the afternoon. I'm just doing nothing.
Oh wait, I've been here.
Yeah,
I've been here.
it's fine, you know. But they have reenactors everywhere.
Oh shit, I've been here.
So I go to I went to the slave quarters.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I want to see what's going on. I want to see what the fuss is all about. And I got down there and I heard like clopping down the bricks behind me. And I turned around, dude, and it was a slave reenactor. It was just a black dude dressed as a slave and just me in a tracksuit standing there. And he was like, he didn't break character. None of them break character. So this dude.
No, then I haven't been here.
Bro.
Yeah.
This dude comes out. Me and him are the only dudes. And he's like, oh, hello there, sir.
This isn't real. This is real?
I swear to God. 100%.
Oh my God.
And I was standing there like, it was almost to the point where he was doing it like on purpose. But
to see if you'd bite?
So I turn around and I was just like, dude, like, I mean, that's basically the extent of the joke, but it's like, he's like, you must be from the future. Look at your outfit. Where are you from? So I was like, I'm from now. What are you doing out? No. Dude, it was this guy held me hostage as a slave reenactor for, it felt like 15. It must have been 10. Must have been 10 minutes straight of a dude.
Oh, what a fuck.
Of a dude pretending to be a slave talking to me.
Well, you know what?
This past summer.
That's after the Black Lives Matter thing.
Dude, like in the middle of it.
Wait, how the fuck?
It was crazy.
How bad do you need money? Or how exhilarating is that?
Dude, two things. One,
to be
incredible actor.
And be in power in every moment. Because you know, every white person's on the edge of their seat.
Like, please, dude, please stop.
Please stop what you're doing. Please stop.
Please.
No, you started this.
Yeah.
I'm doing my job.
Please get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my God.
The whole time I was also thinking about him going in for for the job interview and being like, I'd like to be a tour guide here at the thing. And they're like, how do you feel about dressing up like a slave every day?
So my buddy Steve said, you guys have an opening? He's like, and they're like, well, we do.
Oh man. I will say this. There was one moment where he kind of broke because he was like, he was talking about George Washington. They all referred to him as like the general. Everybody. So like Martha Washington comes out and she's like, oh, the general is asleep right now, but I'll take you around the grounds.
Oh my God.
And dude, I'm by myself.
Yeah. This is insane.
They think I'm retarded. If I'm wearing a mask, it's just my eyes. Everyone there, I think, thought I had.
Oh my God.
So, but then I run into this, and all I could think of was him just like taking his uniform off and driving home.
Or keeping it
while
on.
he's talking to me.
Or putting it on for a jog.
Yeah. Oh, but here's the point where he broke me. He was talking about George Washington. He was like, the general. And I was like, is the general nice? And he was like, well, he owns a plantation. So, no. I was like far out. I was like, yeah. He was like, well, he owns slaves. So, no, he's not great. And I was like, all right.
Oh,
please stop.
Please stop what you're doing right now. We did for Trip Flip, we did a Civil War reenactment with a mixed couple. One black dude and
what?
For Trip Flip for my travel.
Oh, okay,
show.
Okay.
So we take this couple from Alaska down to South Carolina, and the black dude's never been in the lower 48. and he's
Is a
like,
black dude from Alaska?
yeah, and he plays baseball, and
Black dude from Alaska that plays baseball?
plays minor league baseball. Yeah. He, by the way, sidebar, same guy hit me in the head of my dick with a snowball one time, like a year earlier, and I thought my dick exploded in my pants. Like I put my hand, I was like, it ruptured, it exploded in my pants.
Yeah.
Same dude, he had a fucking arm on
Yeah, I
a
bet.
cannon. So we take him down. His girlfriend, I'm assuming he's not with now, but his girlfriend, a little bit of a hippie, dreadlocks, which now we know to be cultural appropriation, and she's doing it right in front of him. I mean, just outrageous.
Yeah.
But really cool dude. I wish I could remember his name. And the first activity we do is a Civil War reenactment. We go to and he goes, we pull up and I realize, oh fuck.
Yeah.
We didn't.
Dude, I have this. Yeah.
I said to him, I go, today we're going to a Civil War reenactment. As I said, I'm like, oh God. And he goes, what team are we on? I go, we're in South Carolina, so not the right one.
Oh no, you guys did a Confederate reenactment with a black dude?
With a black dude. And they would not break character. They would not break character. I will say they didn't do anything too atrocious, but they were kind of dicks to him. In my opinion.
Well, they're good actors.
It's like that's their thing. And you could see he was like, and what's interesting about this gentleman is, if I'm not mistaken, he'd never been to South Carolina and he'd never experienced Southern racism.
I mean, how about
this way.
exactly what he thought it was going to be?
And he was like, wow. And we got in the car and I go, hey man, thank you for being so cool. But I can't, don't worry. It won't get worse than that. And that night we get to our fucking place we're spending the night. And it is a plantation mansion. Same place you just saw me in that suit taking the thing. And we were doing a Ghost Adventurer style thing. You're sleeping in the slave quarters with your girlfriend who's white. And they're haunted because the owner of the plantation's daughters were sleeping with slaves. And he went in and killed all the slaves. And it was...
Dude, that's crazy.
I know. We took a woman with MS to Alaska.
What do you guys do?
This is fucking horrible, man. This was horrible.
What do you guys do?
We took a woman with MS to Alaska, and our first activity. You ever seen an Officer and Gentleman?
Yeah.
When they put them in the roll cage, slide them into the pool, flip it upside down, goes to the bottom of the pool, and you got to hook yourself and get out. We put a woman with MS in there. We didn't know she had MS. She didn't disclose that she had MS, and she literally almost drowned fucking 3 times. She never told us she had MS. She was a cool fucking chick. She was like hard bust ass, hard ass, like, I've got this. And I was super insensitive because at the end of the episode, they reveal she has MS at the end of the episode. And I'm going like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Why can't you just take your hand, put it on the seatbelt? And that is the problem.
Well, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. They didn't tell you.
Well, and we did the most dangerous stuff that took coordination. Like we put them into a crevasse. We lowered her into a crevasse 90 feet and gave her 2 fucking ice picks. I'm like, get out. And she has MS. And she's like, and we're like, and we're like,
what is this show?
We're like, what the fuck? We're like, what the fuck are you doing?
Can we go back to the black and white couple with the slave quarters?
Oh, it was.
What were you like? I know this is 2013 or 14, so you were probably like, it's getting close to when like everything.
No, it wasn't close. Wasn't close yet.
To woke?
No, it wasn't
16?
close to woke. No, I don't. When was that? It was 2012.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So you're 4 years away.
4 years away from woke, but there was a sensibility of like
There had to be a part that was like,
well, no, because it was like the whole point was you're up for anything, right? And we planned the trips for just anyone. Like, and by the way, I didn't plan the trips.
Of course.
Our team planned the trips
Yeah.
for just anyone, not thinking. And I ran into this
they're
dude
from Alaska.
Yeah, never left Alaska. And then they were actually the perfect couple. They'd never left Alaska. In your head, when you go say to anyone else, we want to take you to Savannah, Georgia, you would say, who wants to go to Savannah, Georgia? And he lit up. He was like, I've never been in the lower 48. He was like, I got to be honest with you. My family is from down there, and I would love to experience the South. And I was like, fuck yeah, perfect. And I knew the dude, and he was cool as fuck. I'd partied with him before. He's the coolest fucking dude, and he had a cannon on his arm.
Yeah.
And he was a great looking guy.
Yeah.
Gorgeous, girlfriend's pretty. But we did a lot of that shit. So this one couple I took to Hawaii, and as a joke, I said, this is when Instagram just started popping up. And I said, wrong couple, Mark and Aisling. Trip flip, Kauai.
So the point of the show was just taking people to a new place. A couple.
Yeah, but
right?
it was, the third over, that couple, this couple right here, I'm still friends with them. I see them all the time. I see them every time I had to go to a show, and they were a lot like me. We had a great time. I had plantar fasciitis at this moment. So this trip is so fucked up. This is such a fucking bizarre trip because we go into the woods to go see this like beautiful waterfall or whatever.
Yeah.
And I go, and Instagram just showed up, and I go, hey, why don't let's take a picture. We'll post it on your Instagram, and you get on a knee, pretend you're proposing to her. I'll take it, I'll post it on my Instagram, and it'll be like a gag. And they're like, and we're all laughing. We're like, great call. So he gets on his knee, takes a picture. We're in the middle of a forest. I posted on Instagram. We don't think about it at all. We keep doing our hike, we see the waterfall or whatever. We come back. We get to do our next segment, and Aisling's like, oh, that was a bad idea. And I go, why? She goes, my mom called me crying. She's like, I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy.
No.
And then Mark shows up. He was like, dude, you need to take that picture off. I go, why? He goes, man, this isn't cool. I guess you're not supposed to fuck around with engagements. He's like, oh God, you need to take it down. So then we take them. So then this is the next segment we're going. So I take it down, and then they go, what are we doing today? And I said, oh, today we're hunting a pig. And so they're like, hunting a pig? And I go, yeah. And all these pit bulls show up. We're on Steve Case. Is Steve Case a person?
Dude, this show is wild.
You
hunted a pig with pit bulls?
It gets worse.
And they ripped apart a pig?
It gets worse. We type in the fucking pictures from this are fucking insane. So we hunt the pig. 12 pit bulls show up. They all have tracking devices on them. They let them go, and they start hunting the pig. And then we start running after the pit bulls. And then all of a sudden we hear, and the pit bulls have got the pig. One on each leg, right? Two on a snout, one on an asshole. They're holding, it's the most violent thing I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Oh my God.
And one of the dudes we're with takes a knife and goes, who's killing it? And I look at Ace and she goes, no. And I go, and he gives me the knife, and I hear the director go, it's not your trip, it's their trip. Let them kill the pig. So I go, Mark, it's your trip.
Oh my God.
And he goes, huh? And then Mark looks at me and he goes, what am I supposed to do? And the guy goes, stab it in the heart. Dude, Mark stabs it in the fucking heart.
I don't want to do it. No.
Blood all over his hand. And they're like, awesome.
We got it.
He got it. It was so bad. It was so bad. He was so traumatized. And then I swear to God. They fucking gut it. They empty the guts. The dogs eat the guts. And they tie its feet together, hind to front, and put it on me like a backpack. And I walked it out of the woods. I swear to God.
Dude. This is a comedy. You know this? You know that this is a comedy?
Oh, this is
like a show about this show? Like a bad like
so I have that picture somewhere of me with a fucking hog over my back, type pig. I wonder if it's in my fucking phone.
Dude, just being like, hey, I'm going to be on a television show. Just you in the jungle with dogs ripping apart a pig.
So aggressive. Which one's Kauai? This one's Kauai. I bet I got it. This is the picture of them proposing. Okay.
It was a simpler time. And then
I mean, I hope I have this picture. I don't have a picture. Hold on. Maybe? No.
Oh, that sucks too, dude. Just
This,
being on.
I've got the picture somewhere. It's on my profile picture for something. I don't know what it is. And it's me with a pig on my back. And it's like, what the fuck?
Just a director forcing a guest to stab a pig in the heart while dogs are tearing it apart is fucking hilarious.
Is it my Facebook? It's not my Facebook. It's definitely not my Facebook. What is it? It's a profile picture of something of mine where I go, oh, I can't ever get rid of that profile picture because I don't have it. But yeah, this show was fucking.
The show's very funny.
It was chaos. I remember we went, took a couple to New York, and we go, hey, we're going to go to the Russian baths, right? And they're like, oh, cool. What's that? We're like, come on, we'll go. So the first thing they do,
every couple's like, oh, this will be fun. And it's like, oh, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
So the guy goes, all right, everyone take their clothes off. And the girl's like, wait, this gets so much worse. Hold on. The girl's like, I'm not really comfortable getting totally naked. And they're like, fine. And then like, we're bathing. You're supposed to be naked in these Russian baths. And so
she was like, I'm not comfortable being naked on camera and around you guys. And everyone's like,
no, the fucking people run it. We're like, fine.
Jesus.
And so we do the steam. It's like 250 degrees in the fucking sun. It's so fucking hot. We get in the water, it's ice cold. And they're like, all right, she's first, Bert's bath. And we're like, what? And they're like, you lay you on a marble slab. And they go, all right, Sergey is going to do you. And so I swear to God, they pull the curtain back and Sergey is covered with herpes sores.
Oh no, dude.
And she's like, I don't want to go. I don't want to do it. I don't want to get herpes. Get all of us. And we all were like, I think we all got herpes. The best one ever. So we go to Paris, France. Type in Paris, France picture. Trip flip Paris, France. We go to Paris, France, and we tell them we go to the Notre Dame, like right outside the Notre Dame, and maybe type in art or something. And so we go to the Notre Dame, and we're in an art studio that's overlooking the Notre Dame, and they go, I'm not in the shot. It's the two travelers. And they're like, today you are going to be artists. And they're like, cool. And my director's like, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to really flip their trip.
Dude, this director is wild.
They're going to be doing art, and they're going to think they're painting the Notre Dame, but it's going to be you coming out naked. And I went, cool. And so they're looking at the Notre Dame, and then I come up behind them. I'm totally naked.
Oh my God,
totally
dude.
Naked. And they're like, and the artist goes, so today you're painting your subject over here. And they turn around, and the woman goes, oh, fuck. and they had told my crew to shoot it tastefully, and they didn't. They couldn't use any shots. They just shot me totally naked. Nothing in front of my dick.
Yeah.
Just totally naked. And so it gets worse. So my dick is freezing. We're in fucking Paris, France in the winter.
And what are we talking?
My dick is fucking
We're
tiny.
talking
Like this.
Yeah.
Like this. And so someone says, hey man, I'm really cold in here. Can we throw a heater on him? And my sound guy goes, can we put a heater on Bert? And someone's like, yeah. So I swear to God, they bring a heater over to me,
help your dick,
point it on me, and my dick starts growing, just going like, oh, and everyone in the room goes, oh my God.
Dude, what is this show?
We took this exact same couple. We put them, very cool couple. I'm not shitting on any of the couples. It was
so funny that like the boyfriend is just like, Jesus.
Oh, he was laughing the whole time. He was laughing hysterically. She was not cool with it. And then we took them directly from here, and we go, all right, we're going, and we cut the corner, and we're going we're spending the night in a castle. And we're like, okay, and we're staying in a helicopter. We're getting there in a helicopter. And he goes, sweet. And she freezes, right?
Yeah.
Freezes. And I'm like, okay. I was like, it's fine. I go, don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. She's like, no. I got it. So we get in the helicopter. We have cocktails in there. The guy's probably kind of into it. And I'm like fucking really into it. And she is frozen. She is white. And I go, hey, are you okay? And she goes, I'm not cool with helicopters. I go, well, it's going to be quick. It's like a 40-minute flight. And she was like, And then on the headset, he goes, she just lost 4 friends in a helicopter last week. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, I work for Mountain Rescue. So I have 4 friends. I work at the hospital. My 4 friends from Mountain Rescue just died in a helicopter. And I'm like, oh, fuck. This is just fucking triggering as shit. And then she goes, just, these things aren't safe. One screw and the whole thing falls apart. And then I'm like, oh, fuck, no, I don't.
Is that true? Dude, what are the odds of like, hey, we're going to get in a helicopter? It's like, 4 of my friends died last week in a helicopter crash.
They were mountain rescue out. They were out. There's this couple's from Denver. It's funny, I have such intimate experiences with so many of these people. That couple right down there, they're divorced. She lives in she lives in fucking Funny Bone, Northern New York, Syracuse. She lives in Syracuse. I see her all the time.
Nice.
She comes to my show. I see a lot of these people all the time. They come to my shows and they're like, "Hey, man," but none of them knew who I was when they signed up for this.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. I have a bunch of them. Like we had one of the women, Allison, and I'm fucking blanking on names. So I'm drunk. Came over when I was on tour this summer and cut all our hairs on tour.
I'm feeling good too.
Yeah, I'm feeling buzzed.
This is
I
nice.
haven't even sick in the sip one.
This is nice.
We did a lot of stuff, and there was other things that because people didn't know. You didn't know everything about a person. So like we had one trip where we took an African American couple, is how you say it, a black couple, and we took them to go into the ocean, and everyone just was like, no one's gonna say, hey, no one's gonna say, can you guys swim, right? Yeah. But what you don't realize, there's also a pride that you don't want to be a man that goes, hey man, I can't do this, I can't swim.
Yeah.
So the guy,
I didn't know how many people couldn't swim.
a lot of people can't swim.
A lot of people.
You know who can't swim? Cut this out. So can you believe that?
Yeah,
he was shocked. He was shocked that people knew how to swim.
I was with my friends when we filmed the special in Austin. I brought me and a bunch of my friends, McKeever, all these guys. We had a pool. I bought a nice Airbnb, and me and my friends stayed there. And then we all went swimming, and like 3 of my friends can't swim. Oh,
it's amazing. We taught Jesus.
They're all from Philly. They're all from Philly. They're all from cities.
If you're from a city, you can't swim. And Jesus Trejo,
yeah,
we taught him how to swim. We went on tour this summer, and we're like, we're going to teach you how to swim. And now
I can't believe it's like, well, you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, you're so used to it. It's
who were we just with? Oh, T-Pain can't swim.
That makes perfect sense.
No, but T-Pain was like, he's like, it's an example of like, I'm comfortable in the water,
yeah, but
I can't swim. Like I can be in the water, but I just can't go over my head. And you're like, okay, what are you doing? Oh yeah, we taught. Yeah, look at this. We taught hit right there. He wore a mask and snorkel, but mask and snorkel really helped him, oddly enough.
Not being able to swim is very funny.
By the way, hit pause. Drowning grown man strength is the strongest thing I've ever felt.
Oh, you tried to like help him and he was like pulling you?
And when he would grab you and you'd be like, whoa. You're like, Jesus is fucking like,
he thinks he's
chimpanzee strong.
Yeah.
Like, and so.
Well, I wouldn't say something like that.
Yeah, I know.
Now, what you said was very bad.
Chimpanzee? This podcast is brought to you by Crowd Health. For many people in the U.S. concerned about the cost of health insurance, there are no good options. Enter Crowd Health. Crowd Health isn't health insurance. It's a better way to pay medical expenses. It is a community of people who are tired of paying for a broken system, a place where you can get simple, flexible, and affordable ways to pay for your health care. Being in the Crowd Health community can save hundreds of dollars monthly and put thousands of dollars back into your pockets. Membership is as monthly as subscription. Start or stop when it's convenient for you. Simple and transparent, and pricing customized to fit your needs. Crowd Health even lowers your monthly healthcare costs, and you can see a doctor whenever you want. It's super simple. Using their app, you can nearly find any doctor in the country ranked from 1 to 5 stars. Scan bills and throw them away. Crowd Health takes it from there. Press a button to receive a virtual care anytime, anywhere. And the membership, a community of health-conscious members who want to get and stay healthy in return for lower prices. Crowd Health gets rid of the insurance middleman, passes the savings on to its member. 100% of your monthly membership pays for actual healthcare costs, helping the whole Crowd Health community stay healthy while keeping more money in your pocket. Crowd Health is available to offer amazing prices because of its community and health-conscious members. But for a limited time, my listeners can get their first month for free. And after you've been a member, Crowd Health will include a fitness wearable that's going to keep you healthy. That's 30 days to try risk-free, plus the fitness wearable. Just go to joincrowdhealth.com/fit and enter the code BERT at sign-up. That's join crowdhealth.com/fit. Promo codes Bert. Crowd Health is not health insurance. It is a community-powered alternative. Terms and conditions may apply. The chimps, dude. Have you ever seen the chimp that ate that woman's face? Have you ever had a chimp? I had a chimp locked down on my head one time.
No, I've never been around it.
Type in Bert Kreischer chimpanzee. I had a chimp on my straddling my head, like sitting like piggyback. No, what's it?
No,
It's not. It is
piggyback.
image.
Piggyback.
Is it? How come I don't have any of these pictures that I need right now? I had a chimp. It was on a TV show called Fresh Baked Video Games. And he was on my head and the trainer's like, and he grabbed onto my ears and the trainer fucking freaked out and the chimp locked down and I never felt strength like that. Like fucking, and he was like, oh, he would have just ripped your fucking ears off. Then he would have bit your face. But anyway, back to trip flip. We take this couple out in the middle of the ocean, put them in wetsuits, give them flippers. And I guess the guy thought the wetsuit would keep him buoyant. And he didn't know how wetsuits work. And he jumped in the ocean and just sank. And my sound guy, John Sales, ripped off his gear, dove in the water after him and pulled him out of the fucking drink and was like, and the guy just popped up and he goes, I can't swim. And we're like, what were you thinking you were going to do? And he's like,
I thought I was gonna wing it.
He was like, I thought I'd figure it out. He's like, I was like, you've never done it. It's crazy, man.
I don't know. I guess because I swam when I was like a kid.
Yeah.
Or like you start when you're so young, but like it does seem something that's just natural. Like you would get in water and be like.
So Kyle Cease, do you remember who Kyle Cease is?
I don't think so.
He was
if
a
I saw him,
comic.
I might.
He was a comic back in the day. He's a motivational speaker now. Fascinating subject. Stan, he used to do a thing called Comedy Boot Camp. And
Sounds terrible.
Stanhope wrote a scathing
Sounds like something Doug would not like.
Of I would pay the $10,000 to watch Kyle's family be marched up on stage and systematically murdered before I'd pay $10,000 to learn. Like Stanhope wrote a scathing review of this, and it kind of broke Kyle forever. And he never stayed in stand up, and now he's a motivational speaker. And
That's not very motivating.
Well, I don't know. Anyway, so
one article and you quit your dream. Now you're motivated.
Pull up the article. It's pretty fucking aggressive. Stanhope can really hurt your feelings.
Psycho.
Stanhope can definitely hurt
I've
your
had
feelings.
Stanhope. I stayed out there and he would hit every once in a while. He'd drink enough to hurt your feelings. He'd hit you with, like, it'd be me and him drinking at like 2 a.m. and he'd just turn to you and hit you.
What is that? Is that his article? Anyway, so wait, what was I going to say?
Something about swimming.
What was I saying? Kyle Cease, swimming. Kyle Cease.
Motivational speaker.
Oh, Kyle Cease started having panic attacks. This is why he's a motivational speaker now. He was having panic attacks before he did his half-hour comedy special presents. And he, don't read it, listen to the story. He thought his panic attack made him think, what if I pass out? Can you make yourself pass out? Now I wonder if there's you know what the yips are, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if you can get the yips with swimming and unlearn how to swim.
No.
Why not?
That'd be like getting the yips with like walking.
But the yips show up.
Swimming, yeah, if you were like a competitive
define
swimmer.
the yips to anyone.
The yips is I don't know, the best way to describe it is like let's say like a pitcher. I don't know. It's tough to describe.
Type in the yips.
It's like, so let's say like a starting quarterback, Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz. Incredible quarterback for the Eagles.
Did he have the yips?
He hurt his knee and then just kind of nice. I said pitcher and that's the pit.
The yips are involuntary wrist spasms that occur most commonly when golfers are trying to putt. However, the yips can also affect people who play other sports such as cricket, darts, and baseball. It was once thought that the yips were always associated with performance anxiety.
So the yips is a real thing. Type in examples of yips. It's at the Mayo's Clinic. Yeah. Symptoms.
So the bottom, the Google search was, did Chuck Knobloch get over the yips?
Chuck Knobloch had the yips?
I guess. He must have been the number one.
So it's just in your wrist. Thank God, because I was like, I wonder if you get the yips from stand-up.
Yeah, but
think
it's
also
kind of like
in your
a
brain
common,
too. The most
it's a common thing.
symptom associated with the yips is involuntary muscle jerk, although some people experience tremors, twitches, spasms, or freezing. Probably freezing is the one that.
So I had a mild version of the yips in high school. And I couldn't play third base because of it.
Mm.
But the yips for me were mental.
Yeah. I think the yips is like just a common phrase for like fucking up or choking.
So wait,
Like out of nowhere choking. Like you're having, like I was watching, do you watch Once Upon a Time in Queens yet? It's a new 30 for 30 on the Mets, like the 86 Mets, like Doc Gooden and fucking Strawberry.
Great. I forgot
Dykstra.
they were Mets.
Dykstra.
Lenny Dykstra was
Hilarious,
the best
dude.
before.
No, he rules now. He's out of control.
Is he really?
Dude, look at his Twitter's like Trump rules. He's just wild. But yeah, the Doc Gooden, he's pitching 85. He's unbelievable, unhittable, like 1.5 ERA through like 30, like crazy.
Yeah.
And then middle of the season, he starts getting the yips a little. And that's how it happens.
Type in Doc Gooden yips. I want to
But
see it.
it was, I mean, his yips were like, he lost 2 games.
Oh.
And, you know, it's a documentary. They're playing it up. But, like, the yips.
I'm going to watch that. I'm going to watch it
it's
today.
so good.
I'm going to watch that today.
It's so
Doc
good.
Gooden yips.
I mean, I think him and
Go for videos. I want to watch him have the yips.
I'm not sure you would be able
you're
to see
not
it. I'm
gonna
sure it
see
would
it.
just be him giving up a hit.
It's funny. I had one of the trip flip families we took was to Arizona. 2 young men, both like 15.
Put him in like a fucking salt mine.
No, we got into a lot
What
of
did you
trouble.
do to these people?
15, 17 maybe.
Yeah.
The boys. Really cool dad.
Wait,
really
so
great mom.
It was a
It
family.
was a family. We
Okay.
did an RV, I think. We spent the night on the rim of the
The Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon. We spent the night on the rim. We pulled in at night. We parked the fucking thing. It's an Indian reservation. They allow us access, right? Very cool. But they back us in with flashlights, and we're out there. You can't see a fucking thing. And we wake up the next morning, and we are 10 feet. We had been fucking around 10 feet from the edge of the fucking thing, and we're like, oh,
Yeah.
like we could have fucking fallen off. Like, no, we're like fucking around, running around. And so, but one of the kids, we stay at a campsite one night, and we're playing wiffle ball, and they're both into baseball. And one of the kids is like, oh yeah, my brother's got the yips. And I go, what? And he goes, you'll see. And he's like, and he couldn't throw the ball.
Charles Barkley is the best example. You ever see his
Charles
swing?
Barkley's golf swing.
You ever see his golf
Is
swing?
that the yips?
That's the yips. He goes back and then he goes, yeah, that's the yips. Charles Barkley's golf swing
I
is
always thought that yips
insane.
was just strictly mental.
I think it is.
Charles Barkley's got a new golf swing. Charles Barkley might be one of my favorite
He's
people.
awesome. Him and Shaq.
God.
Yeah, that's the yips, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What time is it?
Close.
1:30. Yeah,
got
it is
time.
getting close. It doesn't look like he hits it very far either. Do you think he does that on purpose?
No. But he
He is
does.
a big dude. Have you seen a picture of him?
Yeah,
Him and
I
Shaq
just
with
met
The
him.
Rock?
I saw him at Great.
That's a beautiful swing.
He's got a thick ass, dude.
He walks around weird.
He's fucked up. He's
Jesus
fucked up.
Christ.
He looks like an alien.
He does not look right. Wait, go back. I want to see that video again.
Charles Barkley looks crazy.
I like his new golf swing.
Dude, I ran into him at an airport at the beginning of COVID.
Yeah.
And it was early in the morning, so I was like, yo, what's up? Fan, all that. And then I get to wherever I was going. I forget where I was going. And then I looked at the news and they were like, does Charles Barkley have COVID-19? I was like, what the fuck? And then they never released his test results for like 3 weeks.
I just got tested this morning I have to get tested for the screening. And I come out and Leanne's like,
When's
honey,
the screening?
Tomorrow.
You excited?
No. I mean, no, because I'm not a good, judge of. Type in Charles Barkley. Have you seen this picture of Charles Barkley?
Dude, Charles Barkley's 58 and that's what he looks like?
No way. I didn't think he was 58.
His
Charles Barkley,
ass and
Shaq and The Rock. Have you seen this?
no, they probably dwarf The Rock.
Look at how small The Rock is.
Is that real?
Yeah, that's real. I mean, Shaq is
That's not real.
That's a real picture.
How tall is The Rock? 6'3"?
6'2", I think.
Oh, all right, that might be real.
The Rock's a big man.
Because Barkley's 6'6", it just said.
The Rock is my okay.
No, see, he's
okay.
only,
Okay,
He's that's a
no, that's a pumped up Hollywood number. He's not really 6'5".
okay.
If he was 6'5", he would have started at Miami.
I've stood next to him, and he's like, he's my height.
Okay, type in The Rock and Mark Wahlberg. Find out Mark Wahlberg's height real quick. Type in because Mark Wahlberg's got to be 5'9", 5'8",
Yep.
then Mark Wahlberg and The Rock. So 5'8", 6'5". This better be monumental. Okay, not in a movie because they're gonna. Okay, that's real walking.
The Rock looks preposterous.
That's real
He
walking.
looks like a fucking idiot.
Wait, who's the other dude in that picture? What's his name? I know that guy. Anthony
Anderson.
Anthony Mackie is a good laugher. I did a show. One of my buddies, Omar Dorsey, was producing a show called The Cut, and it was basically what
There you go.
that's a,
Wahlberg, The Rock, and Shaq.
okay.
That's the same picture.
Just so we're clear, The Rock is not 6'5".
The Rock's not even close to 6'5".
No.
Because Charles is 6'6" and he's leaning, and he's old.
Yeah.
Charles is probably taller than 6'6".
I could have sworn it was
Has
lit.
to be.
I know you'd think he'd be 6'9".
Hold on. If Mark Wahlberg's 5'8",
Look up Charles Barkley's height. He can't be 6'6".
By the way, I'm friends with The Rock, so let's stop talking shit about The Rock.
Is he? Are you?
Yeah, you want to hear his voice message?
No.
I saved it.
You said no.
By the way, I remember the first time I got retweeted by The Rock, I lost my goddamn shit.
Really?
I lost my.
I've
shit.
vocally been against The Rock
How can you possibly be vocally against The Rock?
because he like brags about waking up early and lifting.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, they're not 1 inch apart. But that's his gig.
I know.
That's his gig.
Look, it came from a place of insecurity.
Clearly.
Well, no, I do have. I'm a little correct on something.
I'll tell you what. I'm guilty of talking shit about Kevin Hart. I talk shit about Kevin Hart, but not talk shit. It was meant to be a joke. The same way I talk shit about. I mentioned Mulaney and the same thing, that rant that you do with friends. Then you try it on stage and it just doesn't come out right. And by the way, then you realize you're totally inaccurate about all the shit you're saying because it was all the hardest working man in show business stuff. And I was like, well, what about the luck? Because I know a lot of it's luck, And then you realize, it's not. It can't just be luck. There's a lot of lucky people that also don't.
I'll tell you what I didn't like about The Rock.
What?
Was I was like waking up hungover and looking at Instagram, and there'd be a guy like 5:30. I'm in the Iron Paradise.
Iron Paradise.
And then he'd be like, cheat day. I'm eating cookies. I'd be like, all right, dude, just eat the cookies. Don't take a picture of it.
I love his cheat days. Type in The Rock's cheat day. I love his cheat days.
You like this? Just do the cheat day.
I do it all the time. Yesterday,
I am always cheating.
You know what I did yesterday? I increased the size of my fork. I started using a serving fork to eat.
Ooh.
Yeah, fill your mouth. It's like you ever. This is what it'll remind you of. You ever been putting away Thanksgiving dinner, and you take a scoop of mac and cheese with the serving spoon, and you go, "That is the bite I've been needing my whole fucking life."
Yeah.
And I went through my fridge and I took bites with the serving fork of everything, and then it's like, fuck it. My wife called. She goes, "Have you eaten?" And I was in the middle of eating, and I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Oh, never mind." I go, wait. Pretend I haven't eaten. What's up? She was like, "You want to go get ice cream?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah."
Okay.
It's like when you said, "Do you want to drink today?" I go, "Yeah, I want ice cream."
Yeah.
Went to Baskin Robbins, got a double scoop of Reese's and Snickers, and I fucking tore it up. I had ice cream all over my beard. I was sticky.
That's gay.
I was the fucking best. It was the best. Well, look at
I
The
don't
Rock.
like. You know what I don't like? I think what I don't like about it is when guys are like sexual about their food. You know,
Really?
like The Rock, like film, be like, look at this. Oh,
Let's see it.
yeah. That's every day. Welcome to my iron paradise.
That's every day.
I eat pizza.
See, that's the problem with doing a bit about The Rock is you're going to come off like you don't like The Rock until you find the middle ground where it shows that you love The Rock.
Obviously, The Rock's awesome.
He's the fucking greatest.
There's no question The Rock is awesome. Although I did like Mankind. Him and Mankind used to fight, and I was a Mankind fan. And all my friends liked The Rock.
Wonder if I could do The Rock's tattoo.
You could pull off a Simone tattoo. Oh, you want here before we go?
Yeah.
This has been bothering me. There's a show called Impeachment
Let's see it.
on FX, but no, it's about Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton. So me and my lady are watching this, and I'm sitting there talking to my lady, and I'm like, because she was disparaging Monica, and I was like,
I met Monica Lewinsky.
let me tell you this: if you were in the Oval Office, just you and Bill Clinton, in '93 or '94, you're sucking his dick.
Yeah.
And and I was like, I think you need to admit, and I was demanding, I was like, you need to admit to me that you would give Bill Clinton head in 1993. And she was like, no, I wouldn't. That's gross. And I was like, lady, you sucked my dick.
Yeah.
You were gonna blow Bill. 93? Bill Clinton?
Bill Clinton.
93 in the Oval?
The most charming man around. Probably one of the funnest guys to be around.
In the Oval Office.
He's the guy where you sit down with him and he goes, and you get a few drinks to him and he's like, I don't know, Trump's all right, don't you think?
Yeah, dude.
I mean, the guy really killed it. I'll tell
Yeah.
you what, George W. and his daddy, I like both of them.
Yeah. Imagine the audacity of your woman looking you in the face saying she wouldn't give Bill Clinton head in the Oval Office in 93. Or whenever that was.
God, I
fucking
loved
95.
Bill Clinton. I really liked Bill Clinton.
You did?
I voted for him. I voted for him in my fraternity house, and everyone voted for his
Bush.
George Bush. And they mocked me, and I was like, how the fuck do you not like Bill Clinton? I was like, he plays fucking saxophone.
It worked. He tricked you.
Oh, fucking love that guy. and then the Lewinsky thing happened. We were in North Carolina writing a script, and that's when they did the whole impeachment thing, and he admitted it. I remember with my friends, graduated college with my 97 probably, admitted it. I moved to LA to start a TV show. Fucking third night there, Monica Lewinsky walks into my bedroom. Hi, they said you have beer in here. I was like, I do. I said, you're Monica, and she goes, yeah.
You gave head. You're that lady who gave head once.
By the way, she was so fucking cool.
I bet.
She was so fucking cool.
It's funny to be like she's famous for giving head once. Well, and getting like a cigar.
What's funny is but what's funny is I don't know if the word is right, the comeuppance, meaning the way that the society is shift. So Monica Lewinsky does that. Everyone hates her fucking guts. And then all of a sudden they realize, wait, the people that hated her guts were bad for hating her guts. Now we flip it. She's celebrated. Paris Hilton, Britney Spears. They trash him. You're a whore. You're bad for our children. All of a sudden they flip it and they're like, how dare you have ever made a joke calling her a whore? And you're like, wait, what fucking, because I'm the age where I go, I moved to New York and started comedy when all those people showed up. And now I'm still in comedy going, I didn't have political jokes, nor did I have those type of jokes, but that was fair fucking game back in the day.
Of course. It still is. It's still funny.
I think so.
Going on and be like, you know who's a whore? Ladies who give head. And everyone's like, this guy's out of his mind.
This guy's fucking crazy.
I mean, it's so funny that everybody criticized her for giving head. It's like, dude.
By the way,
like, what a slut. It's like, yeah. That, you know what's funny? That was what my lady was trying to say. She was like, I wouldn't hook up with a guy who's married. And I was like, he's the president of the United States. And then I started trying to argue that my girlfriend would blow Trump.
All right, pull up married heads of state that we would fuck. Married.
Well, first off,
heads
every
of state.
Every president's been married except
me and you.
Jimmy
married
Clark.
Female heads of state. Just type in female heads of state. They're all married, I'm sure. Elected.
This is crazy. You guys with your Googling.
Yeah, we
You're
got
out
to
of
stop
control.
doing
You
this
both
often.
of you guys.
The
are
conversation's totally fucking taking a turn. Everyone's like, stop fucking Googling. Talk to him.
No. It's good. This is good. But you guys are bad at Googling. You couldn't find
List
your
of
own TV
appointed
show.
female heads of state.
Click images. Just click images.
AOC, smash or pass.
Yes, I would do whatever she wanted.
Yeah. Okay. What if she says, I'll have sex with you, but I need you to commit, give me all your votes for the rest of your life to vote the way I want them to go.
Yeah. Voting? You think I give a fuck about voting?
Whoa.
These are female world leaders.
Not great. I'll be honest.
Okay, no, this is the ones we're looking for,
Yo,
though.
Angela Merkel could get it, dude. Germany's chancellor
Ooh,
or
type
whatever.
in.
Do
Who
they
is
still
she? Who
go
is
by
she?
chancellors?
Yeah. Who's Germany's
Yeah,
chancellor?
You would want it. You would eat her ass.
For real?
Yeah.
Angela Merkel?
Yo, she's a babe. Dime, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Merkel.
She could get it.
Merkel could get it. Although I will say, I think Finland or Norway, one of the Scandinavian countries, went with like an all-female leadership, and they like not
Okay,
her,
she can get it
not
too.
that unit. That lady looks like fucking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Here's the babes, dude.
Whoa.
Finland.
Santa
Whoa.
Marin.
Holy shit, Finland.
Finland with the
Sana
babes.
Marin.
God
Now, I'm
damn.
fairly certain these group of hot women ran the country
This
into the
is their
ground.
Shut the fuck up.
This is their government.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, dude. I think they're not doing great.
No, type in Finland. Type in Finland COVID numbers. You know, these girls are like, no, bars are fine. It's
No
happy
way,
hour.
dude.
It's
Those
5 o'clock somewhere.
Women are all about the lockdown. Dude.
Finland's numbers are up. Again, they're spiking.
Oh, that's world cases. It was like
Oh.
4.5 million deaths in Finland.
1,051 deaths.
Not
That's
bad.
not bad. Well, it's so cold. Everyone's got fucking scarves on and they're inside.
Just get it.
Finland's fucking leadership numbers are. Type in those leaders again. I want to get to know them.
Yeah, right? I'm going the leader, the brunette, queen. She's bae.
Okay.
I was actually torn between the blonde and the one on the.
Okay. Well, let's just name them as in their SNL chicks. Okay. Or female
True.
comedians that we know. That
Tina
looks
Fey,
like Nicole Kidman.
Amy Poehler.
Yeah. Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, Nicole Kidman, and Chelsea Peretti.
Well, where's Nicole Kidman?
The dead middle center. Middle center, right to the left. That's
I
Nicole
thought we were
Kidman.
doing comedians. I wouldn't. have
Whatever. Who did you call her?
this podcast. It started like cancel culture. We're drinking vodka. I'll fucking prime minister.
This podcast is derailed so bad.
I'll fucking Amy Poehler.
Yeah. By the way, I would totally. I think Amy Poehler's so
hot.
sexy.
Amy Poehler's hot.
Let's pull up female comedians.
PT in 5 minutes, just to leave.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
All right. We should fucking wrap this up. Okay, let's.
We should rank- we
dudes.
should-
Let's rank dudes.
Hottest guys.
Hottest guys.
Hottest guys in comedy in New York. I think Soder. He's my closest.
Mark
buddy.
Norman's up there.
Norman's a dreamboat.
Yeah.
I think Soder's like cute and goofy.
So there's top 10 most attractive male comedians.
Oh
Let's
well. The
see if we
rankings
agree.
have changed in the last couple of years.
I'll tell you who. By the way, all these guys.
Oh, it's gonna be Pete Davidson. They think
Oh.
Ryan Reynolds is a comedian.
Pete Davidson's good looking. Tosh is good looking. Tosh is up
Birbiglia.
there.
Look at Birbiglia up there.
Birbiglia is
that's
fucking-
preposterous.
The Birbiglia is
It's outrageous.
Daniel Tosh is up there. Oh yeah, I didn't even think.
You didn't even
Damon
think black
Wayans.
guys.
I didn't think black guys. I'm just thinking white guys because I'm
You
thinking,
were thinking normal.
who I'd
comedians.
fuck.
You were thinking normal, regular comedians.
Damon
You weren't thinking
Wayans.
black comedians.
who's more attractive, Dave Chappelle. By the way, we guys just stop. This is the dumbest fucking thing.
Look.
This is us ruining our careers.
Yeah.
Hey, this has been a great podcast. Thanks for doing it. Congrats on
Yeah.
the special.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you
I just
doing this.
appreciate it.
I'm glad we got fucking a little buzzed. Enjoy Corolla.
Carolla's. Look, don't watch my special. Watch the next Adam Carolla special or
It's gonna
episode.
be great.
I'm gonna pretend I'm not drunk the whole time.
Oh, just lean into it. Go. I'd love to try some of your mangria.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he gonna have drinks in the studio?
You can get Mangria. He'll have you. He has a.
I've never even heard of Mangria.
It's his.
Is that a made up word?
Sangria line.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice.
I would love. Hey, you got a cold beer or a fucking like do man shit.
All right.
Yeah. Awesome, man. This is great.
You're the man.
You're the man.